Come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed. Bust you down in all the VVs. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
She ice cold, Trey Young.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed. Bust you down in all the VVs. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
She ice cold, Trey Young.
Listen, man. Only ask one thing from this organization. Okay. I only ask one thing from this organization, and that's to win games. I want to win. Okay. I want to win. And listen. I know what a lot of people are going to say. I already know what a lot of people are going to say. But listen, I'm going on. Let me tell you something. Cat's talking about Trey Young going on year 7. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going on year 37. I have 37 years invested in this organization. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. All I hear is next year. What I saw today is a coach who put an a team assist record in front of winning. What I saw is a coach try not to win. Let me tell y'all something. And that in the middle of the second quarter, we fought back. We was already down 17. We fought back to make it 66-66. And for the life of me, what I will never understand about Quinn Snyder is why not continue to play with the guys that's working? That's all I ask. Why not continue with the guys that's working? I don't know. And then we come out and I hear the offense isn't good with Murray. And you come out tonight and put up this effort. We had 108 points, like, with a couple minutes left in the third. I mean, in the fourth. I'm just keeping it a buck. Meanwhile, the Pacers hit 113 points midway through the third quarter. The Hawks really have some hard decisions to make. And I hope they make the right decision, because the wrong decision is going to cost us everything. It's going to cost us everything if they make the wrong decision. And what do I mean by the wrong decision? I mean, whatever their plan is, whether it's a Trae Young, whether it's a DeJounte Murray, whether it's this guy or that guy, whatever their plan is, they don't have time to not have the proper supplemental players around whoever. So if you're going to keep Trae Young, okay, if you're going to keep Trae Young, if you're going to trade a DeJounte Murray, you do not have another 2 and 3 years to wait for anybody to develop. You don't have another 2 or 3 years to hope somebody going to turn into something. You need to address at least a main piece this off. The day you trade Murray, you need to trade. You need to trade for the main piece, whatever the player is, a wing, big, whatever. Let's holler at White Mike, man. What's good, White Mike? You good? Can you hear me, Mike? White Mike. Can y'all hear White Mike? Is he talking? Oh, White Mike got to reset. Let's holler at Juan. What's good, Juan?
Hey, my apologies for the noise in the background. I'm going through a car wash.
Oh, you Gucci?
Hey, bro. Hey, I don't know how any fan can look at this team subjectively and say at 36 and 46 and say we're good enough to be a top 4 team and we're good enough to make a run this year. How the fuck we supposed to do that when we just gave up 157 points to the Indiana Pacers? Oh, I got a trivia question too. Who is the only team in NBA history to give up 150 points 3 times or more to the same team? Ding, 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 ding. The Atlanta fucking Hawks. The same team. And people tell me, I want to see Indiana, I want to see Boston. No, the fuck we don't want to see Boston, bro. We are terrible. AJ Griffin was getting his shine on, and I can't blame him. Shoot the damn ball till you can't shoot no fucking more. Quinn sitting there trying new lineups. We worried about getting assists total. That's Hawks DNA for you, man. Look, I want a change. I want Trae or DeJounte or Kongu, Hunter, Capella, whoever the fuck got to get out of here for us to get better. And again, I apologize for all this shit in the background. I just want to win, man. That's me.
I mean,
and I'll wait. I'll go in the back so everybody else can talk. This noise as fuck over here.
All right, Juan. What's good, White Mike?
My man.
I'm at loss for words, man.
Look, we look like hot ass out there. I mean, there ain't no other way to say it. But here's my problem. I give a fuck about Quinn. I give a fuck about these players. We knew this shit at the end of last year when we looked just like this shit that we looking like right now. And everybody said, making these excuses saying, oh, they had to see how the team, they knew exactly that this team lacked every fucking thing, especially size, at the end of the last season. And Landry and them guys didn't do shit. So I don't know if Quinn is just playing motherfuckers random. Like, y'all gonna give me this fucking shit, then I'll just throw this shit out random and fuck, we'll just run this shit in the ground. Because we have done, I am so tired of hearing Matt and these motherfuckers talk about giving Landry time, giving Corver time. They knew this shit last season. And me, you, Mike, Foot, all of us got on here and said, we need to be bigger. We need more size. We need this. If you're going to build around trade, this is the same conversation we had last year. They did nothing at the end of the season. They did nothing at the trade deadline. And now here we are again talking about the same shit at the end of this year that we talked about last year. Man, I got 40-something years following this damn team. And people want to understand why I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because motherfuckers stealing money. They ain't doing their job. They're not building around Trey or getting rid of Trey. They just sitting here taking in money on jersey sales and giving you just a little bit of crumb hope. And then when it comes down to it, we're in the play-in. We don't look like shit. We talk about what we going to do, and we do nothing. We do nothing except lose, lose, lose. So I'm tired. I don't want to hear about the offense, defense. All I want to know is until we put a real team together, our expectations should be zero. And whoever is buying season tickets, them motherfuckers need their ass whipped, period. Because you just giving Wrestler your money, and he refuses to put this team in a position to get better with Trey or without Trey. We're just in limbo. We don't do shit, period. That's what we do. We don't do shit. We hot ass on an August day. That's what we are. And you know what? Motherfuckers over here making excuses for it, going, well, fuck, give them time to jail. Give them time to get, man, I ain't got no time for that shit. I've been giving them time. AJ got worse. His shit is so bad. He shot an air ball floater. I don't know if you saw that shit. I saw it. It was an air ball floater. That motherfucker, if somebody says something about him needing some playing time, his ass needs to be in the church league down there somewhere and playing against other fat boys, because he looked fat, slow. He looked out of shape. His afro was all fucked up. All the shit was wrong. I ain't like anything about it. And until Landry Fields does some shit on this team, I'm done talking about him, because this team is achieving exactly what they're built to achieve, which is nothing.
Hey, I mean, you was cooking, Mike. I mean,
hey, I'm pissed, bro.
I mean, I ain't really got nothing to say, man. I mean, you right. I feel the same way, man. It's just like we don't even, bruh.
They've done nothing, Damon. They've done nothing. You cannot give me one thing they've done since the end of last season to try to make this team better. You can't give me one thing. Not one. Not one. And don't come in here with no Trent Forrest shit, no Vitt shit. I don't care about the peripherals. What have they done in the starting lineup to make this team better? They've done nothing except cash those checks.
I agree with everything you said. I mean, I don't have, bro. You ain't gonna get no pushback from me. I agree with everything you said.
And I tell you right now, don't Matt, or don't come in here talking to me about motherfucking Landry and giving him time. He's had time. He's had an off season. He's had an all-star break, and now here we are again at another off season. I don't want to hear about what he ain't spending money, because he can't spend money. I don't give a shit what he says. This is who we are. This is who we're going to be until we do just what you said. Either we make a decision to do something with Trey and build around him, or we ship his ass out. But you know what? We're so damn passive and inexperienced, we don't even know what to fucking do. So we just do nothing. Take that to the bank. I'll let somebody else go.
I got to clip that, Mike. I'm finna clip that. I'm clipping that. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, bro, that's not really It's nothing I can even say, bro. Like you're right.
That's
That's what
the
I
way
tried
it
to
is.
explain. So last year when we picked up Quinn Snyder, I remember Matt told me, I said I was getting on Quinn Snyder because we was losing. Matt
That's
said,
right.
hey, Quinn just took over now so he can see the talent that he working with so they can make moves in the offseason.
That's what he said.
And they absolutely did nothing. They
Nothing.
put out they was chasing Siakam, but you didn't get him. So what was
Yeah, I ain't giving no motherfucking participation trophy.
yeah? So what was your plan B? So you had deals on the table to get rid of Clint Capella and
Didn't do it.
didn't do it. I mean, like I don't understand I don't know what they're doing.
And then Demond, they start the season off shaky as a motherfucker, start losing, and then Matt comes back and says, "Oh well, this is just a see just the time he got to figure out what he got." No, you said that during the end of last season.
Yep.
Now you the one predicted them to win. I think 48 games or 50 games he predicted, and now
No,
they start losing.
He predicted 52.
52 games, and then they started losing. What did Matt say? Oh, well, Quinn just evaluate. No, here, look, I don't doubt Quinn's a good coach. I think Quinn's like, fuck it. Y'all gonna give me this trash? I'm gonna put trash out.
But Quinn's supposed to have some type of say on the roster moves. So
I
mean,
don't believe
I don't know how true that is. That's just a word.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, he getting $8 million. And he ain't able to do shit because there ain't no way Quinn Snyder sees that team and thinks that team's competitive for anything but a play-in. And I'm telling you right now, I don't believe we beat Chicago. But even if we do, even if we beat Chicago, we ain't winning that next game. That shit's over. And I ain't sure we win in Chicago. This whole season, and then Matt's going, these motherfuckers are going to come on here and they're going to say, well, see, we need to see where we at. Y'all said the same shit last year. Just admit that Landry has failed this team. We've made no significant trades. We are what we are, which is a big pile of shit.
And we actually lost less. We won less games this year than we did last year.
That's correct. And then I got to watch at the end of this game, Trey over here dapping up the other team, laughing and shit because he set some damn record on some weak-ass team that we got. That's all we celebrating like we done something. Man, please, he should have walked his fucking ass off that court. And I hope, I don't know what he's thinking, but that record means shit. You set a record for a team that is gotten worse since you've been here. So what you gonna do about it? And I ain't saying it's Trey's fault. I'm not. It's management's fault for not building around Trey. That's how I feel about it. It's like you said. Then they don't want to do anything. They don't want to build around them, and then they act like maybe we're gonna trade them. It goes right back to what I said. We do a lot of motherfucking talking and no doing.
Yep. I mean, over the last 3 years, we've regressed in wins. 43, 41. We didn't even win 40 games this year.
I got no problem with Trey leaving because if I'm Trey, I'm leaving.
Oh, I put that in the chat today. I said if I was Trey Young, I would ask for a trade. I would get up out of here.
Yeah, I was like, you think y'all gonna ruin my career like this? I'd be asking for a trade right now.
Yeah, I would ask for a trade. Like seriously, if I was Trey Young, I would ask because the organization's not serious.
Shit, no, trade me before the play-in game. I don't even want to do that shit.
Yeah, they're not serious because
they're not serious. That's the best word to say it. They're not serious. And Matt, all you guys quit making excuses for Landry and giving them time. These motherfuckers had time. Landry, the same dude that traded for DJ, knowing DJ's game because he was at San Antonio and somehow thought he was going to fit. And now he's acting like, oh, well, he don't fit. Well, I paid you to know that shit a year and a half ago when you told me to make this trade. If I was wrestler, I'd have fired him on that right there. Right there.
That's what I told him. I said, to me, that's a fireable offense. Like,
right there, because you can't say you didn't know.
Yeah, before you make that move, you should already know if it's gonna fit. Like that should be a no-brainer. Why would you guys?
And when you let and let me tell you something. Don't think that doesn't seep into the players. When you let Landry and these guys survive these fucking alter these fucking future altering moves and they fail, the whole fucking team becomes losers. I mean, they ain't gonna fire a motherfucker that put us in this shit and try to make it up. No, they're gonna give him more time to fuck up shit. I mean, are you kidding me? Hell, anybody who knows we need more size at every position we got. And let me tell you how much more size we got in our positions. Zero. And don't tell me that, oh, they chased Siakam. They did that. We don't give participation trophies in the NBA. There's teams making trades. Indiana made trades. Boston makes trades. Dallas makes trades. All these teams trade to build around their superstars. Atlanta, we just good at doing the swag, motherfucker. That's it.
Hey, y'all heard it from White Mike, man. Let me move on, White Mike. Shout out to White Mike. Salute. It's been a minute. And make sure y'all still type in White Mike. Drop your YouTube page.
I'll do it, bro. Thank you.
Talk to me, Doug.
What's up, Damon? Hey, man, shout out to White Mike, man. He is hilarious. Didn't know he was that funny, man. But he was saying some real shit, though. It's just, man, like everything what he was saying, like, what we going to do with Trey, DJ, is just, it's just the Hawks. We have bad management and we have horrible luck. Because, I mean, they tried to go get talent. Like Dre, they drafted Dre. He just ain't paying out. Injuries. Drafted JJ. He just got hurt. So it's just like when they do get good players, they either hurt or they inconsistent. So it's just like
facts.
It's just like damn. It's just like damn. And then with the whole Pacers game, I was disappointed. I'm like, y'all walked them down. Y'all were down 14 with 17. Y'all walked them down.
And what happened? Hey, remember, Doug, midway through the second, we came back. It was 66-66. I don't know what happened.
You walked them down, didn't let them go on the what, 12, 15-0 run? Something crazy.
They went on a 15-2 run, bro.
I'm just like, and then I leaked 5 of them shots. It was wide open threes. I'm like, yo, what defense are we? Are we supposed to be in zone? Are we in man?
TJ McConnell brought the ball down. He sat at the three. He just stood there. Nobody came out there. He just shot it like a warm-up three. I was like, what are we doing?
We just played good defense, and then we just gave up.
And then, I know everybody was hating on the offense. We didn't even score shit today. At least if we would have lost like 150 to like 140 or so, we ain't even scored a ball. He played what Trey played, and them starters played 3 quarters.
Could nobody get it going really? Like Murray had it a little going, but he kept taking Murray out. I mean, I understand.
Murray. Am I tripping? I think he sat Murray the whole third quarter. No, I think Murray played like the beginning, like the first 3 minutes, and then he never put him back. He put Murray back in the game when we was down like 25. I was like, what are we doing?
I'm not surprised. It's just they're not looking for the wins. We seen that a couple nights ago when we was playing the Hornets. They're not looking for wins. They're just looking for valuation or rest for the play-in. That's what we doing. I gave up the win shit. I knew we was gonna lose. Like we walked them down so easily, and it seemed like it was like a sabotage. Like you know, teams be trying to get the number 1 pick. I know it's not that, but it's just that would just kind of seem like we could have won all 3 of these games. Timberwolves, Miami, really all 4 of these games. Even the Pacers game. Pacers came out with their hair on fire. We walked them down like nothing. Walked them straight down. Got them complaining to the refs about fouls. Halliburton talking all this shit. I'm just like, bro, we just walked out.
The Pacers was out there talking cash shit, bro.
They don't respect us. They kicked our asses 4 times. In every game, they scored over like what 140 or 130 every game. So it's just like we can't guard this. That's why I kind of wanted to win, just for pride. Like y'all gonna let these niggas sweep y'all and kick y'all ass pretty much every game, except for that one game in Atlanta. But pretty much the rest of them games, they kicked y'all's ass. Like, got in y'all shit. Couldn't stop them niggas. Halliburton dancing on you. Miles Turner doing shit that he don't even never do. You getting 12 rebounds. You average 7. Hitting threes. Doing all kind of shit. Like, that's just the
tough.
That's just Atlanta. Period. We just a joke. Niggas just Atlanta the get right team. We need to get right for the playoff. Let's go and circle Atlanta. They gonna give it to us. Like, you feel me? That's just what we are. It's crazy, bro.
Oh
It's
man.
crazy, bro.
Let me
Then
roll.
Quinn, like you said, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you're saying. With Quinn is just like,
Keep talking. Hey, Doug. Keep
What's
talking.
up?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Yeah, man. With Quinn, y'all, it's just dog. What's up with the lineups? Like, we be having straight lineups, and then he fuck up the lineups. Like, man. But I will say this though, Atlanta. I like Mo Gay though. If he can stay somehow, find a way to stay healthy, I feel like he could be a good piece. I feel like the no touchables should be him, Jalen Johnson. Damn. I don't know if I want to say Trey or DJ. You know what I'm saying? But I know Jalen Johnson, he's untouchable. He just got to get his ankles right. Man, be rolling his ankle and nobody be around him. Like, just be rolling that shit. But, man, we got our ass kicked. I ain't even really mad. I'm just like, damn, like, got our ass kicked. Stay getting our ass kicked. But I don't know about Chicago. I don't even know if I want to win that game versus Chicago or even be in the playoffs. Just to get our ass kicked by the Celtics. Like,
Yeah. Let me go. Let me swing over
go
here
ahead.
to Darian, Doug.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all in the open forum.
All right, salute my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Let's go, Darian, Kool-Aid. Oh, we got Darian. My bad. Darian, Pharaoh, Kool-Aid, and John.
Hey, what's going on, Damon?
Ain't shit. Winning ain't going on. I know that much.
Oh yeah,
that's our defense.
That's our team, though, man. Like, you know, that's been the whole season. Yo, I don't understand Quinn. I don't get it, bro. Cause his offensive philosophy, and you tell me if I'm wrong, generally is to crash the boards, right? Like generally, that's what he wants our team to do is crash the board.
Got to gain rebound because we lack the size.
But if we don't, like you said, we lack the size. But against this specific team, you see what they want to do. All they want to do is grab the rebound and damn run. That's it. Grab the rebound, run, create a mismatch on the offensive end. Why not just change it up? Like, yo, just get back. Make them play in half court. Like they've scored. I don't even know if they've scored. Have they scored under 130 against us?
Matter of fact, while you're talking out, let me go pull it up and we can all look at it.
Yeah, let me know. Like it's insane. It's insane, bro. As far as what they're gonna do, man, I don't know. But I know I don't trust the front office to do what's best for the team. I trust the front office to do what they've been doing since Tony Wrestler's tenure, and that's to try to make money.
Yep.
As far as winning, I don't trust them to do that, man. Like, why in the world? Why should we? Why should we trust this team to try to do something that actually affects winning?
You're not gonna believe this shit. You ready to see this shit?
Let me know.
You ready to see it? You show.
Go ahead.
This is us versus Indiana on the season. Tell me what y'all think about it. Let's pull it up real quick. This is us against Indiana on the season. You see that, Darian?
Bro, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
So first we ain't beat them once. The lowest they scored was 126. Virgo was right on that. Every other game, 157, 150, 157.
Yo, Damon, they got to do something, bro. Like, they got to.
I'll say this. When we was playing defense, people was worried we wasn't scoring the basketball. So, I mean, hey, that stuff like this put a lot of stuff in perspective.
Yo, they're not gonna sign Vitt, are they? Like the deadline's passed for that, right?
Right.
So we got Trent Forrest. So we got Trent Forrest going on our playoff roster. He's not even gonna play. Meanwhile, we got a 6'8". We got someone. Meanwhile, we got someone that's 6'8" that we're not going to sign. That we've seen that can help out the team. You're not going to have Jalen Johnson. You don't have Sadiq Bey. You don't have Onyeka Okongwu. But you choose, in their mind, you choose to sign Trent Forrest to help this out.
Yeah, you ain't missed yet, Darian. Keep going. You ain't missed yet.
Like, yo, Demond, it's like I said, like I've been saying earlier, they're not. You can't tell me this team is trying to win, man.
That's what I said, man. When I saw they wasn't gonna get Vic, I was like,
They're
that's
not
why
trying to win.
That's why I said if I was Trae Young, I would ask for a trade.
If I'm Trey, if I'm DJ, and even if I'm
out of here.
JJ, get me the fuck out of here.
I'm getting out of here. If I'm Trae Young, I'm out of here, dog. Like, nope. I will ask for a trade because you're not.
Please.
The organization is unserious when it comes to winning. He's been here 6 years. Next year gonna be year 7, and they still fans.
How long has Tony Wrestler been our owner? Since
he
when?
took over? He bought the team in 2012, I think. He bought the team the same year that Bud became our coach. What's that? 2012.
Okay. In all that time, Tony hasn't really made like a serious push to improve the roster, right?
Nope. He's had 2 teams that go to the Eastern Conference Finals and never added.
And nothing. Never added anything.
Nope.
Yet he says, what is it that he says that he's not afraid to go into the luxury tax or to spend money?
Right. And then Landry said this year it's up if he wants to spend the money, he can. He has the permission. That's what Landry Fields said a couple of weeks ago.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. You know how I know it's bullshit? Because they didn't even try to sign Vic. Even if he wanted like a longer term contract, how much fucking money could it have been for Vic Krejci?
Let me get Pharaoh and Kool-Aid, and we can start off the open forum with that question. I'll show you the excuse that they gave.
Okay, cool.
Pharaoh,
what's good?
What's up?
Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the positive. I can't remember his name because it was yesterday on Twitter, but shout out to the guy who said I'm growing my beard because my brother Trae Young growing his beard. That was funny. Shout out to LP for breaking his foot off in our ass 4 or 5 times this year. Shout out to Nate for winning more games in half a season than Quinn. Because that's pretty much it. Because that was some bullshit, Nate. That's the end of the positives. Why do we go small against? We go small too. First off, we too fucking small anyway. They ain't. Why can't it? It's been 3 damn years and they ain't addressed that. If you can't see that you need to put bigger people around itty bitty little Trae Young at 6 foot, which is taller than me, but still that's small for NBA. I don't see what they thinking. Landry's a goddamn liar. That nigga know he can't spend no fucking money. This team be doing some of the dumbest shit. Quinn rotations suspect. He may be a decent to good coach, but them rotations are ass. One more positive, I guess. Shout out to Trey for getting this record, but who cares? That was embarrassing. How do you let one team run up the score like that on you every time you play them?
Don't know, man.
Every time they come in here and career night alert for Miles Turner. Miles Turner scored those damn 30-something points and all them rebounds. But I guess he saw the Hawks and said, let me show out today rather. They need to get bigger. That's first and foremost. They need to get bigger. This team too goddamn small. I'm trying to say people who won't. Onyeka's not a bad player, but he is not no fucking center. At 6, I don't want no center at 6'8". We already small fucking enough.
They say he the Giannis stopper.
So how are we gonna play Giannis 82 games? I'll be good. I'll be good then. If he the Giannis stopper, we play Giannis 82 games. I'll let he can be the center. Other than that, no. He ain't got to get off the team, but he can't be the center. I was called a hater for talking about JJ ankles. He gonna have to do something about the ankles. It just is what it is.
And that's why I said they should have kept Vic. Because you can use Vic as a backup to Jalen Johnson. But
yeah, I mean, I really don't want to go into that because y'all already know how I feel about Trent Forrest. Why the fuck they wanted Trent over Vic? That makes no sense to me. I can't find one reason why you want Trent trash ass Forrest over Vic. I don't care how many points Vic scores. He's taller. He's a better defender. Honestly, he probably is a better scorer. I'm trying. Okay, I'm not gonna go that much more. But can we beat Chicago? I mean, because Chicago be trying us too. So the only faith I have is that we usually do good in the Hawks Invitation, which is the play-in. We've been in the fucking play-in for what, 3-4 years, ever since it was created. We always in the guy. I'm tired of being at the bottom of the goddamn standards.
Well, you might as well go and get used to it.
I need a star. I know some of y'all finna get mad. I need a number one. I like Trey, but he cannot be the number one on this team. He just can't. I need me a star. I need me somebody a bigger star. I need somebody to come dominate for this team. With Trey or without Trey. I'm not hating. I'm not saying you got to get rid of him, but I need a real number one because this shit ain't it.
All right. Let's move on to Kool-Aid and see what Kool-Aid, you there? I see Kool-Aid, but he ain't there. Oh, there you go. Let's move over to Kool-Aid.
Can
Oh,
you hear
okay.
me?
What's good, Kool-Aid?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you Gucci.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be a little bit better. I thought we were gonna have another one of those games. I already said I didn't expect us to win, going into the play-in. I had told you that we weren't gonna win no more. I did say that. But I didn't expect that we were gonna go in here and lose like that. I thought they were gonna be the team that we probably would surprise with our third string. But then when I come in and see Coach Quinn not trying to run that what he was doing in the last two games, he looked at a whole lot different, man. I'm like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Then he looked like, okay, at first I thought Kobe wasn't playing at all. I'm like, when I heard you say he put him in, I'm like, what the heck again? I'm like, dude. I'm like, man. Then I just thought to myself, I said, God dang, Landry and Quinn think alike. They got some of that same DNA. Get rid of they the same, man. I'm just sad to say, man. Hey, look, I ain't mad at the players because I said they were misfits. And when I mean they misfit, they just don't fit, bro. They don't fit together. And then when Quinn put the wrong people on sometimes he'll put when he put the players on the floor that fit, right? That came back. He came right back and put the misfits out there. It didn't matter what players they are. You can have some good name players. If they don't fit, they don't fit.
We cut that lead. We was down 17 in the first quarter.
Yeah. And then he put together where he had Vic out there, Moji. He went bigger, right?
Yeah, we came back.
And he had DJ.
Trey out at his normal time.
Right. And so he had DJ.
He started the second with with Murray, Mo, I think. And we came back. We got it to 66-66.
Because with Mo playing center, did he have Mo playing that center spot?
Yeah, Mo was playing at center. We came
so we were really big. So we had Vic, Garrison Matthews, Murray, and Murray.
And we
that
came
was
back,
right? And we came back.
I'm gonna have to go back and look, but we came back.
Yeah, we came back. They were
And
playing better.
I'm gonna be honest.
That was when Moji got 3 blocks. Moji got what, 2 blocks, 2 or 3 blocks in that second?
Yeah,
In
I'm
that
gonna keep it real, man. Basically, he took Trey out. He put in some other dudes. We came back. We tied it up 66-66. He put Trey back in the game. They immediately went on a 15-2 run.
But
to
you
close
got to understand. But what I'm saying, I ain't saying it's Trey fault because they went on the run. He put Trey back out there with the starting 5.
No, the starting 5 didn't close
Trey,
the half.
Bogey,
I gotta go double check. All I know off the top of my head, we was up 60. We tied that game.
Right.
He took Trey out. When he brought Trey back in.
Right. I understand that, but I'm saying if he was go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kool-Aid.
If he just would have switched DJ and Trey and left that big out there, you still would have got a better defense out of that. But when he went smaller. What didn't make sense to me was that he went smaller when he brought Trey back in. That was crazy to me. He brought Bruno back in. I think he put AJ or somebody out there when Hunter came back. So he actually went smaller when Trey came back in.
And Hunter gave you nothing tonight.
I mean, Bogey came back in with Trey. So actually the team was smaller. It don't make sense. You're going to put a smaller guard in the team and then go smaller. That rotation was stupid to me.
I mean, you got to talk to the coach.
Am I right? Then he goes smaller. You put Trey in, which is a smaller guard. And then he went smaller.
Yeah, we was down at one point. The Pacers was plus 10 on the boards and a plus almost 9 on offensive rebounding. Like we had no answer.
And the starting 5 was small. Cause when you start Bogey at the power at the forward spot, I already know you going small. That was not good, man. You see what I'm saying? You got Bogey at 3, Hunter at 4, and Bruno at 5. That you started the game off small. The best game was when you played the best 5 or when you played DJ, Trey, Vic at 3, and then you played. I'm just gonna throw Clint in at 5, and then you had Hunter at the 4. Just Vic makes the better difference on defense. And then he came in and you had Vic and Moji and Clint Capella on the floor from time to time with Trey, or when he mix matched Trey off the floor with DJ. So he always stayed big in those competitive games. And then he come back today. I don't know what the heck. Where he went? Where he went? Drinking or something, or snoring or something?
Okay.
I don't know.
So, snoring.
Like, really?
All right, so Kool-Aid, when we came back, your lineup was Murray, Moji, Hunter, Bogey, and Vic. That's your lineup that came back and tied the game up.
Okay, so you look at the heights on those guys. That was a bigger team. That was a bigger floor.
You come back, you tie the game up at 62-62.
And then he come back and put in what?
At the 6-minute mark. Hold on, I'm about to do it. Okay, so hold up. So so then the Hawks cut the lead down. Trey comes back in the game. Trey comes back in. That's when the Hawks actually, because Trey came back in at the 6-minute mark. So Trey came in once we started to come back. So your starters was in the game. So your starters was actually on the floor, but they didn't start the comeback. The bench started the comeback. The starters completed the comeback. The 62-62. Then, okay, I'm looking right now. That was at the 5-minute mark. Now, what does he do after that? So you got, when we tie the game, you got Trey, Murray, the starters, Trey, Murray, Moji, Hunter, and Bogey. And then we just shit in the bed after that.
Okay.
So let me see. What did he make a substitution at? My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Let me go. Let me hit up. Oh, everybody already went, right? Yeah. Let me just bring everybody back on while I'm looking at this game. And we ain't got nobody just sitting in the back. Doug, you gonna cut your camera on, Doug? All right, Doug back with us. All right, right now I'm looking at the game right now. So you tie the game up with the starters. The starters completed. Your bench started to come back. The bench started to come back. Your starters completed to come back. So it was 62-62. Matter of fact, 64-64. And then what happens? We got a couple of bad calls that didn't go our way. Oh, that's when they got Gay with that goaltend when it wasn't, and they gave him a phantom call up foul on Siakam.
What ain't no foul?
Yeah, I was trying to see where he touched him at.
Tony
They was fouling us the
Brothers.
whole game. That whole first half, they was fouling us. I'm just like, hey, so we ain't gonna get now one call.
Hey, fellas, can I ask y'all a question and the chat a question? Why are we surprised when we get beat up by bigger teams, or we keep saying the same thing, like we should get big over the off season? Like, we've been small since the Eastern Conference Finals run, man. All right, and we've done nothing to address it. We
We've been
constantly
small
get
since the
guard.
first time we went to the
Yeah,
what was it, 2016? We've been
yeah.
small since then.
We constantly pick guards and small and fours. Here's another thing for you. I want to ask everybody in the chat. When have any NBA outlet, general manager, owner, media has said the Hawks are a favorite for the title of the current NBA season? Never. We are never a favorite, or never in the running to be a title favorite, man. We are always mediocre or at the bottom, man. That should tell you enough as a Hawks fan right there, man. And like, if anybody want to question my Hawks fandom, like, I've been one for over 33 years, bro. All right. Like, I've been there. I've been there since the 80s, bro. Late 80s, man. And like, I'm just tired. I'm tired as a fan. So when I get up here and I complain and I sulk and I do what I do, man, like, this is decades of frustration, bro. We are never a favorite. We are never had the excitement as a fandom, as a franchise and as fans, to be like, yeah, man, we got a good chance to win the title this year. We've never had that excitement. We don't know what that looks like, man. We can only say that with the Atlanta Braves, man.
Yeah, when was the last time you heard someone say that the Hawks
Let me
were a
say this.
well-run organization?
I've been a fan for all the teams for 55 years. I don't care. Even when the Braves won the World Series 2 years ago, they was not even looked at to be going to the World Series. When they had to come, they wasn't even. They was under
Kool-Aid.
500.
Kool-Aid, no, because we didn't have the
What I'm
pitching,
saying,
and then all of a sudden we
as
got
Atlanta,
hot.
as a fan of Atlanta, I'm saying, being fans of Atlanta for 55 years, Atlanta, for some odd reason, had never been chosen or looked at to win a championship in any of their sports. Even when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, they was not picked that year to go to the Super Bowl. When the Braves first went to the World Series, they was not picked to go to the World Series. Even when the Braves was on a 14-year run, they was still not picked to go to the World Series. When they went to the World Series, they was not picked to win the World Series. So it's just something about Atlanta. For all my life, they have never been picked to win by the media. Never. And then at the same time, if they're not picked, they're not, I'm gonna say it like this, they're not picked by the media or Vegas. And if you want to watch and see what Atlanta have a chance to win, watch the Vegas money and what the spread is. If the spread is a 10,000 to 1, you expect them that something gonna happen or a call's not gonna go our way to get the win. You take that Eastern Conference Final with Trae Young. You can't nobody tell me that was a 10,000 to 1. They were not expecting the Hawks to go that far. Not even media was not expecting the Hawks or Trae Young to look the way he looked. And then you start seeing the fouls, and you see a referee that got his feet on the inbound line and didn't move until it was stepped on. Come on, man. Atlanta for all my life. All my life, I'm telling you. If y'all gonna be fans of the Atlanta, I don't care what the Falcons, Hawks, or whoever. It's just the way it is.
Kool-Aid
Yeah.
though. Kool-Aid. I'm just saying the Braves right now, like, are literally title favorites, even with Spencer going on. But that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I'm just talking about Atlanta in general. The Atlanta Hawks, they're all my life, and I'm pretty sure you guys as well. That's on here. My Foot, Damon, Kool-Aid, you too, man. We have never been looked at as a title favorite. And that doesn't sit well with me as a fan because as an organization, as Damon always say, we penny push and we dumpster dive for talent. All right. We don't put ourselves in positions to go out and get some of the better talent that's out there. All right. You know, we sit there and just try to make shift a team. It's like, all right, we're gonna run with that. All right. We have a team that's been maligned with injuries over the last 3 to 4 years, and we do nothing about trying to get them a backup, sufficient backup, maybe move on with those players while their value is high. We constantly hold on to them and expect expectations that we're going to come out of this. We have won 43 games or less, 8 of the last 10 years, man. Like when does the manifest, not the manifest, but the fans, the delusion, but like we got a good team, we got good talent. We may have good talent, but the sum of our wholes is not good, man. It's not, and it's not good enough to win a championship, which at the end of the day and at the end of the season is what you are out there trying to do. And we can honestly say that we do not have a chance to win a championship right now, as
Guys, y'all
currently
know
as
what
we
the
are.
formula is to win a championship. The formula to win a championship start with the owner first. Then the owner has to be willing to get the manager that knows how to get talent and know how to hire the coach. That's where your championship starts. If you can't get past that, you're not getting to a championship. And that has been the problem with our teams for a long time. We don't have the manager, or we get the bad coach. We had bad coach around Michael Vick. That's why we couldn't get to the championship. Because them coaches that they put around Michael Vick was bad. And then Arthur Blank comes here, and we have a championship coach that wasn't expected to go to the Super Bowl with Dan Reeves. Everybody picking everybody. We went to the Super Bowl, but guess what? Dan Reeves messed around when we lost two. Okay, and just understand, this is the rhythm of most teams that goes to championships. Unless you got a real good owner and management to be able to spend that money to keep those teams together. If they're not willing to spend that money to keep those teams together, they're not going to repeat in those championships. So therefore, a lot of teams fall apart, not being able to keep those teams together. So when the Falcons went to that Super Bowl with Dan Reeves and they weren't able to keep that team together, and then they tanked and they end up with Michael Vick in the first round draft pick, and then Michael Vick get hurt. Get what your owner did? He fired a Super Bowl coach. He fired the guy who would have kept Michael Vick in place. It would have been like the boxing manager of Tyson. He fired the man who would have kept, and we probably would have went to another Super Bowl with Michael Vick. But see, stupid man ownership is. And you look at all the teams in the NBA, or in baseball and in football. Those teams win all the time. Those owners know how to spend money. They know how to get managers and everything to win. You know why Dallas ain't won again? Because that stupid owner do not want to allow a Super Bowl and a championship coach to control that. Because when Woody Knight took his team to the Super Bowl, he told him to stay off the field, and you hired me to win. And when he did that, he took him to 2 Super Bowls. But
Okay,
you got to
okay, Kool-Aid. I got you. You went down a whole rabbit hole about football.
I'm
We're
gonna shut
talking
up
about
after
basketball though.
I'm talking basketball. This is relevant to basketball because it's
Go
the
ahead,
same
bro.
thing. Because the same teams win. Boston, Lakers, Boston, Lakers, Boston, Lakers. For history. They win because they know how to do it. They ownership and they management know how to put together those teams. And every time they're gonna win, and they win in and out through all my life.
They win because they spend money.
Right, exactly. The ownership know how to spend money.
They win because they don't sit there and hope and pray and put all
Exactly.
and put all their
Can I say something
investments
real
in
quick?
some dudes they hope gonna turn it. Let me tell you
Exactly.
something. Let me
Because
tell you
Hey,
something, man.
you broke it down like a couple
Let
weeks
me tell
ago,
you
right?
something, man.
You broke
The
it down several
Lakers.
times.
Let me tell you
You
something
remember
about the
that
Lakers,
time
right?
you went down
The
about
Lakers. Hey, watch this. The Lakers had Ingram, D'Lo, Lonzo Ball,
Julius
right?
Randle.
Randall. You know what they said when they got
Nope.
LeBron James? Man, ship
Trade
these
them all.
fools out
Trade them all.
and go get me an all NBA big and Anthony Davis. The Hawks never do stuff like we've never done that ever.
Yo,
Ever.
have we ever?
Somebody tell me the last time. Tell me the last time you looked at the Hawks. They made a move and you said, "Oh, we're going all in." Name it. I'll wait.
You can't demand because we don't. We have never done that.
Never
Yo,
done
when's
it.
the
Never
last time that we were in the luxury tags?
We've never been in the luxury tax under Tony Wrestler. We've never been in the luxury tax when the ASG owned the Hawks.
Yep.
Hey, how many teams above the Hawks right now that are in playoff contention are going to touch the luxury tags? I'm pretty sure almost all of them, right?
Yeah,
All
I
your
don't know off the top of
title
my head right
contenders-
now, but yes, I want to say yes.
Title contenders are already in the tax. Your Warriors, your Lakers,
Yep. Boston,
Clippers,
Denver,
Boston, Denver. They all in the tax because
Phoenix.
listen, this is what people don't understand.
Minnesota about to be in it after this year if they keep everybody.
OKC's going to be in it. OKC's going to be in it real quick.
Yep.
Too.
Guess what? Let me tell you something though. You can be in a tax when you have the players, right? So look at look at Minnesota, because people like to bring up Minnesota. People like to bring up the Pelicans, right? If Minnesota the number 2 team in the West right now, if I'm not mistaken, they
number one.
They
They're
top
number 2. Yeah, you're right. They're number 2.
They top
They're
3. I
number
know
2.
that off the rip.
Yeah, number 2.
And this is what I try to explain to people. You as an owner, when you look at the numbers, you don't mind paying the tax. Why? Because you're making that money back anyway from where? Jersey sales, ticket sales, merchandise, being on TV. You're going to get your money back, right? So why would Minnesota, who are number 2 team in the West, why would they trade one of their best players? Why would they do that? Does that make any sense?
That's what I'm saying.
Even
That's what I'm
look
saying,
at
bro.
even look at the Pelicans. People will come out here and say this. Demond, the Pelicans owner is cheap. Let me tell you something. She can be cheap. But guess what? When that GM walk in there and run those numbers by her, hey ma'am, this year, because the owner, hey ma'am,
Yep.
This year, since we won all these games, since we advanced this far in the playoffs, this is how much money we've made this year. If you keep the same team together, you're still going to profit. Remember, billionaires, when it comes to team ownership to 99% of these billionaires, it's just a hobby. It's a hobby for them. But best believe they want to make money. So when you can show them, hey, we're paying a tax, but you're still making money because we're winning, right? You think that owner just gonna trade Brandon Ingram? Why would she do that? Why would you trade a core piece of your team when you're winning? Why would you? That makes no sense to me. So when you look at the Hawks, you know what people tell me? Demond, the Hawks not gonna go in the tax for this roster. Then why the fuck are you signing these guys then?
To be fair, them two are probably cheaper than Tony and Charlotte.
Why would you? If you so concerned about the money, why you didn't let Dre Hunter go test the market and see what he's worth?
Yeah.
Why you didn't let Clint Capella go test the market to see what he's worth? If you concerned about the money, if money is the reason we can't go get talent. So at the end of the day, what the Hawks gonna have to do, and it don't matter who they keep, Murray, trade, they still gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to combine these AJs, these double O's, who, let's be honest, probably not gonna be nothing but a good role player. Okay. And you're gonna have to go get real players, proven talent. You're gonna have to go get proven talent.
Not to cut you out, Demond, but that draft shit don't matter because all them players you just named was all in the top 10.
There you go.
AJ,
Double O is 6.
Dre.
He ain't even took the Capella job yet.
He's too small.
But
So
that's
I
why
mean,
that's
I
why I
told
say,
y'all, man. I
you
told y'all
gonna
to
tell
hit them
me
damn
who
picks.
we could have got? Go, let's do this. Let's do
at
this.
the
Who
end
we
of
could
the
have got
day,
instead of double O?
the Hawks
If
gonna
you were
have.
the smart manager, who you would have got instead of double O doing that
I don't
draft?
know because I got to go back. I don't
Who was
remember.
in that
I gotta
draft?
go back and look
But
at
that's
it.
I
what
don't
Who
remember.
got
I
that
got to
draft?
go back and look. We
look
need
at
to
who we
get
could have got instead of
proven.
Bruno.
You need Bruno was a second round pick. You
And
need
he
I'm
came with
saying who
proven
hurt.
we could have
He
talent,
got
came with
instead of
hurt.
Bruno in the second round.
huh?
Because there's a lot of good players that comes in the second round.
Bruno, when we drafted Bruno, he did absolutely nothing until he went to
It was
Houston.
a wasted pick in the second round.
Until he went to Houston, and Houston obviously must got a better development than we did because then when we played the Rockets, that's when Garrison Matthews and Bruno went off on us. Next thing you know,
Bruno probably actually listened to Hakeem instead, unlike Clint.
we trading back for the dude we just got rid of, which to me is hustling ass backwards. But at the end of the day, bruh, and that's why I don't believe it. That's why I don't believe the front office is not going to spend the money, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to say this just so I have it on record. I hope Landry, and I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they make me put my foot in my mouth. I hope they make me come up here and say, you know what, man, I doubted Landry. I was wrong. I hope they make me do it, but I don't believe that they will. I don't believe they will. When you go look at our contracts, right, to go get a good player, that means you take your money back because you're getting a good guy who's gonna be under contract. So you still, even if you package people together, you still bringing that same amount of money back. You think you're gonna get Brandon Ingram for he making $36 million. You're gonna bring that money back. So you still gonna have to pay. But teams like the boy Stark said, people be coming up with, man, we're gonna give him DJ, we're gonna get this. And I always ask people this. Like watch this. Let me ask Darian and Doug. If y'all two are the general managers of Minnesota or the Pelicans, if I came to you and said I would give you DJ, Double O, and whoever for Cat or Brandon Ingram, would you do it? And why?
No.
When you winning, you're winning. Why would you downgrade your roster for one of our guys?
I said that before too. I've been saying that. Why would the good teams give up the good players to help the Hawks out? Why would we do? Why would they do that?
Tell me, Ron? We all got that. Every Hawk fan that I've ever met, we all had that same mentality. Hope.
And a lot of Hawks fans think our players are more valuable than what they actually perceive by NBA organizations.
Right.
Yeah, it's hope, bro. We all got hope. Like Juan hope that they do something. I be hoping we win games now.
See,
but like I always tell y'all,
I'm hoping for a number one.
But see, that's why I was calling trash. That's why I was saying trash. That's why I was saying trash in the past was that I wasn't saying it, just saying some of these guys got value not with us. They just don't fit. And they might have values on other teams.
They
but
don't
as
have
of
no
right now, they is trash for
not
us.
what people think.
And so I'm just saying, but they're not, but the thing is, they a lot of them don't have value. So for us to go and get big time players and trade some of these players for big time players, it's gonna be hard to do that. So I mean, what we got to do, we got to have a manager that have enough sense to suck it up and throw these guys in the trash, and you got to start the process the way OKC did it. Start getting those picks, and then start trading them off for big time players. When you start getting those, if you got a smart enough manager to get and make the right draft picks, and then start using the piecing them together to get better players.
Well,
that's what we
messed up at. That's what we messed up at.
But see, we stuck right now. We stuck right now.
You stuck because the owner listened to a non-basketball guy.
Right. Well, I'm just saying what we got to do to try to get out of this stuff. What we got to do to get out of the situation.
Murray should not be on this team. We should not have gave up those assets.
Right, correct. I understand that. So what do we have to do to get out this situation? My first thing to get out this situation, We got
I'm
to
finna
fire
tell you.
Landry. The first thing to get out of this situation, the beginning of getting out of this situation, and fire Landry and get a manager with some guts and a heart to make hard decisions.
I want to say this Landry first trip as a
But he been
dibber
dabbing in the back office against Travis. He been always been dibber dabbing.
Kool-Aid, as far as his draft picks from this previous draft, I think they're pretty good. They all got to see the floor this year, except Lonnie Moji and Kobe Buffy. They might turn out to be some good rotation players
that's
or
why
trade pieces.
You're right.
Hold on. Number two, you said, what can we do to get out of this? What is your biggest trade asset right now on your team that you might have to let go to get back some of that, recoup some of those assets? Trae Young. Trae Young is your biggest asset. So if you want to go down that road, then you have to trade Trae Young to get back all those pieces. Number three, hold on. Number three, if you want to go get a big time player, you're going to have to give up more than what average teams would give up. So you want to go get something like a Kawhi Leonard or a Paul George, you're going to have to give up 3 to 5 players to go get them because of what we have as a team and our injury history and who we are. That's just the nature of the beast right now, man.
Right. But you got to understand the team that those guys that you just said, they have to want those guys that you call superstars in the NBA. They are almost like selectives of teams that they want to play for.
Well, they can't do nothing. They don't have a no trade. I mean, they don't have a no trade clause.
The point is that if Kawhi Leonard said, "Oh, I want to go play for the Hawks," you don't think the owner will go into a luxury tax because you have a choice to pick
the problem. None of them ever say, "I want to go play for the Hawks."
Nobody says that, Kool-Aid. Who say they want to play for the Hawks?
Huh?
Who say they want to play for the Hawks as a super top 10 player right now?
The point I'm making is that those guys
that's what I'm hoping for.
who they want to play for. So when you say about when you mention Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, you got to understand these guys might not want to be selecting the Hawks to play for because most of the time superstars are selective about the teams they're going to go play for. They can select. Let me tell you something. If any superstar wanted to come play for Atlanta, all they had to do is select Atlanta to come play for them. You gonna tell me if LeBron James would select the Hawks to come play for them? You ain't gonna tell me that Tony Wrestler won't spend the money for LeBron James. He selected him to come play. And
LeBron James and Atlanta Hawks can never go in the same sentence together.
Tony Wrestler tried to get Kevin Durant to come play with the Hawks before he made the decision to go play with the Suns. And I believe
we didn't want to give up DeAndre Hunter and Okongwu.
Yeah, we did not.
We didn't want to give it up. There was already a trade in the works.
But that was stupid, though. I mean, like what I'm saying, though. What
you saying? We could have went and got the Munster Sabonis too.
You trying to tell me that Kevin Durant? So you trying to tell me Kevin Durant said he wanted to come play for the Hawks?
No, Kevin Durant didn't have a no trade clause. All right, and we was going to send away Okongwu, Hunter, and there was a couple of people they wanted, and we said no. All right, we said no.
And we were gonna get Kevin. We could have got Kevin Durant even without Kevin Durant.
Go back 2 years ago and look at the proposed
Durant
trade.
wasn't making a choice though. He was
go back and look at the proposed trade 2 years ago.
He had to go where they sent him. That's why it took so long for him to go somewhere because they had to find somewhere where they wanted to send him.
But what I'm saying, you know how it is. You send a player somewhere where he don't want to play. Guess what? Guess what he gonna do? He ain't gonna want to play. He ain't gonna want
to. If he want to get his millions of dollars, he gonna play.
Yeah.
But look,
he ain't just signed the contract.
You have had players that don't want to go play with somebody. And
what superstar has went somewhere and ain't want to play? Kool-Aid.
He ain't gonna want to go play.
Kool-Aid. What superstar has been traded to the team and ain't want to play and they making millions and they making top dollar? Name them.
Well, I know that. What I'm saying that majority of most of the players.
Name them top 10.
Go. We ain't talking about. We talking about the top players of the league. They most of the time is in the choice making of the team that they want to go play for.
Kool-Aid.
LeBron was he when he was finna leave Cleveland? Was he not making the choice of wanting to go play with Miami?
He was a free agent though.
He was a free agent.
Together. I understand he was a free agent.
KD wasn't no free agent. KD had just signed. Remember,
he wasn't a free agent.
He had just
signed. 4 years.
Yeah,
you talking about Kevin Durant? He had 4 more years.
Yes.
So you don't think Kevin Durant had anything to do with making a decision on him going to play with the Suns?
He wanted to get out.
Not
He just
fully.
wanted to get out of
He
I
wanted
know
to
he
2030.
wanted to
leave.
get out of the Nets, but he didn't have no choice. He didn't make a decision on that.
He had a
On who
He
listening
he was
didn't
to
have
going
the
to go
say
play
final
what
for.
say
he
on it, is what
You
he
But
don't
I
have the
say.
know
final say,
that he
Kool-Aid.
wanted to go play for the Suns. I know Kevin Durant wanted to go play for the Suns.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but
He
he
did
didn't have
not
no
have the final
authority over
say.
whether going there or not.
He
He
didn't have no
mentioned them
authority,
before.
but he got his choice though.
All right, bro. Go ahead, man.
He got his
That's
choice
because
though.
That's just like
the new
Russ. You
owner
remember
came in
Russ?
and said, "I want him. Go get him no
That's
matter
just like
what."
Russ.
The
That's
other
just like
owner
Russ a
wasn't
few
doing that.
years ago when Russ had to go to Washington when he left OKC, or was it Houston? I forgot which squad it was. He didn't. I don't think Russ really wanted to go there, but he wasn't no free agent.
Who
They
is
Same
just
that?
thing
sent
with
him there.
Kawhi. Same thing with Chris Paul.
Same
So
with Kawhi. I don't think Kawhi wanted to go to Toronto. They just sent
No,
him there.
they sent him there because
They
he wanted to
sent
go to
him.
LA.
They sent
Chris,
him.
Chris
Yeah.
Paul didn't want to go to
I
OKC.
understand about Kawhi. Kawhi didn't want. He didn't really want to
And
go.
he immediately
And guess
left after
what?
they
Guess
won
what?
because he
And
always
by
wanted to
him
go to
not
LA.
wanting to go, they only had him for 1 year.
But they won a championship that year.
They won a
yeah,
championship. Truthfully,
you
they
could
won
have.
a championship.
Yeah,
They did win a championship.
The
But I
point
mean,
yeah.
is,
my
the point.
whole point is still that the ownership, like everybody agree that the ownership and the management is whack, and that's really is what keeping Atlanta from winning championship.
Kool-Aid.
Period.
Tony Wrestler has proven to us as fans that he is not going over the luxury tax. All right. He has proven that he will dumpster dive and he will get mid-level contracts and hope that the Hawks can make a run out
Past
of it. But
consideration.
That's me and you saying the same
State Farm is filling up, and as long as the Hawks have some type of excitement, he's making money. He don't
thing.
care about the overall stature of this team. He don't care if they win no
Right. So me
championship.
and you saying the same thing. Me and you saying the same thing. Me and you ain't
But
disagreement about the owner.
but in the same breath, you can't sit there and say you got to spend money or get a player, or you got to sit there and trade, or you have to trade your asset. Our biggest trade asset is Trey right now, man. You
You got to
trade
let him
Trey,
go.
I understand,
you're
but
gonna get lottery picks.
right, you're gonna
You
get
just got to
lottery
hit on
picks.
the draft,
So
bro. You got to trade
then
and hit on
And
the
that's what
draft.
we don't do well.
then okay, if that's the best thing for the Atlanta Hawks, then the manager, a smart manager, make that move if he feel that gonna do that. But what I'm saying is that I can't trust Landry in making no picks.
You're right though.
You got to start with the manager first
But
on
Landry
making
just
certain
had
moves.
a
Like
good
okay,
offseason. He just
so
had a
Landry make
good
a
draft.
decision. So Landry make a decision to trade Trey Young to go
Yeah,
get the
he
pick,
did.
like you saying.
I kind
But
of
you
the
gonna
draft
trust
last year
Kool-Aid,
Landry
wasn't too
to
bad
make
though.
the
Kool-Aid, he
right
just
choice
had a
on
good
getting the right
draft.
The
players?
draft wasn't too bad
He just had a
last
good
year.
draft, Kool-Aid.
Not last year. Last year the draft
I
was okay.
understand he had a good draft with Moji and Seth
Well,
Lundy
that counts for
and
something. Like he
Kobe.
might have messed up, but it counts for something.
Oh yeah, it counts for something, but do they equate to a championship? Do it equate to them be
No,
saying
you
so
have
the
to
East?
build,
Do they
Kool-Aid.
equate to
Got to
You
the
got to
league?
build.
No, listen
build.
to me. Do they
Nobody's
equate
saying we're
to
gonna
the
win a
league
championship
looking at
tomorrow
that
or even
draft?
next year, but we
And
gotta go
oh my
somewhere.
God, the
Somewhere.
Atlanta Hawks is gonna be potential. I'm talking about when the main media is saying that. Oh, you see that draft pick they just got? Oh, them guys gonna be killers down there. Did you see that? No.
We
Kool-Aid,
did not gonna
you
be
are
able
going
to
down a
Hawks
rabbit
anyway.
hole because we had the number 15 pick and beyond. We didn't have a top lottery pick, all right? So for anybody to say that it's just dumb, all right? We had a 15 pick, all right? And we went from there. And what he picked, Seth Lundy, Moji, and Kobe Buffkin, for where they was at, were very good picks in the draft. Now, we had the number 1 pick, and we blew that one. I can see you saying that, or a number 2 pick.
Okay.
Instead of, like, we got Scoot Henderson instead of Victor Wembanyama.
Okay.
I can see you saying that, but we didn't have that.
So what I'm saying too, well, why they weren't playing then?
They
They was
did
hurt.
play, bro. What you talking about?
They
They
was hurt
didn't
They
this
play
went to
the
the
season.
G.
season
They sent
play.
them to the G
Seth
League, and they
Lundy been
all
hurt.
got
Bo
better in the
Gabe.
G
No,
League.
man. When you draft
Bo Gabe been
somebody,
having
they
back
supposed to be
injuries.
coming to play on a team like what we got. When you go
You can't
draft,
really do that
you better
because
be
we already got
drafting
stars.
players.
We ain't like we
Whether they coming
got
off the
started.
bench or whether they
Okay.
starting. If you
Kool-Aid,
got a good manager in the
Kool-Aid,
team that we got, you saw we got this piece of crap of a team that we already
Kool-Aid,
got. And then
Kool-Aid,
you don't go draft somebody that gonna come off the bench and play and go be on the bench and playing.
It's
You
not
ain't
their fault.
did
They not
nothing.
getting in the game.
All
It's
Kool-Aid,
the
that G
coach's fault.
League stuff, man.
Kool-Aid,
No, man. Draft me
Kool-
starters. Draft me
Kool-Aid,
players.
If you
Yeah,
are a manager
does not mean
and you
start.
want to win, you better show me you could draft me players.
You sound retarded right now because what team is playing second round picks, deep second round picks, straight off their benches, a 6, 7, 8 man? Go.
Curry playing at Jacksonville. Jackson is playing.
What?
Jackson.
GG
Down there,
Jackson's playing because they have 13 players out.
Jackson is playing.
GG Jackson is playing because they have 13 players out. Memphis.
They do
What
got a
are
lot
you
of
talking
players
about?
I ain't talking about Memphis.
You
They
said
got a lot
I'm
of
Jackson, so I
talking
thought
about
you
Golden
talking about
State.
GG Jackson.
I'm talking about Golden State.
What about who for Golden State?
He playing.
He's talking about Trace. What's the dude's name?
He's
Come on,
playing now
Big
over the
bro over
last
there.
5 or 6 games. Again, a second round pick at the end of the season.
They
You're
play
not
a
making
lot
no
of they
sense
play
right
a lot
now.
of their picks that come out of the second round. They play a lot of their picks that come out the G League.
But
I didn't
we
say
had
that.
a
I
lot of
said
injuries.
what
They played
We had
that
a lot
boy
of
against
injuries.
us that came out of the G League who shot that half court shot on us in Atlanta.
We had
Kool-Aid.
a lot of
What
injuries, though,
team is playing
for most of our
second round
picks.
picks off their bench at 6, 7, and 8, just coming straight out as rookies?
What team?
Yeah, what team that has championship aspirations is playing second round picks
You
as
just
they
said a
6,
team
7,
with a
8
championship.
players?
Look at the Nuggets. Nuggets
Oh
are
my
playing that.
God.
Look
You
at
just
the
said the
Nuggets. What
Nuggets.
Nuggets? Is that boy down there? Is Braun? What Braun was? What is Brown? What is Brown? Was he second round or what?
I think
Braun was a
first
first round pick for
His first
Kansas, I
round
believe.
pick. And he's in Toronto.
No,
No,
Brown. I'm
no,
talking
Braun from
about Brown.
Kansas.
Brown, the
He's
white
talking about
boy
Grady
that
Dick. Grady Dick is
for
from
the Nuggets.
Kansas too.
Yeah.
The Nuggets. That boy came out the bench and helped them win a championship.
But he was number 8 and number 9, man. They already had solid veterans coming out, but you didn't talk about them. Reggie Jackson. You didn't talk about
And
what's his
Gordon.
name?
My point I'm making
What's his name
about
that
he
went
said
to
a
Indiana
championship team.
too?
And they had
You
Jokic.
talking about a
Yeah,
championship team that
and
got
guess what?
qualified
And
players,
they have
and this
Jokic
guy
though.
gets.
That's
Listen
a
what I'm
whole
saying.
different
Listen what you
situation though.
saying. You
That's
saying
a
the
different
Nuggets.
situation.
We talking about Denver Nuggets got great players playing, and this guy get playing time. He got more playing time than our guys got with better players.
But
What
the
does that have to do
difference
with us?
is Denver don't have no 6-foot point guard. They don't have little niggas. Their best player is a center. He's their best player, Jokic. That's why they can do shit like that,
The
because they
point
have
I'm
Jokic.
making, man, we ain't talking about. We talking about the players that gonna be put on the team to play.
Christian Braun was
You
a
just
first round
said,
draft
I'm
pick,
just
Kool-Aid.
saying, if the Landry picks was so good, why was not Landry? Why was not
But
Kobe
I told you they
Buffett
was hurt
coming
though.
up? No, listen. Why was not Kobe Buffett playing in the beginning of the year,
He was
coming off the
hurt.
bench and
He
getting
was
Was he
some
not
playing
hurt.
hurt?
time?
He fucked
Why
He
up
hurt
was
his
his
not?
thumb.
thumb.
Why was
Fucked up his
not?
thumb. Mogay had back. Mogay had back problems
He
all
hurt his
damn
thumb
year.
Guess
too.
where they?
Seven
Guess where they
Lemmy
went
been
and got
hurt
hurt
all
at?
year too.
No, listen. Guess where they went and
Who?
got hurt at? Guess what Kobe Buffett went and got hurt at? Guess what Moji went and got hurt at? In the G League. They sent
But
them
they
down to
wasn't
the
gonna
G
Okay.
League and
start.
both of them got injured
That's the
in the
point
G League
you want
playing
to make.
down there. That's where they got hurt at.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, I'm gonna
They
ask you a
should have been
question.
no.
Kool-Aid,
It
no.
should have
Stop.
not been no Patty Mail coming off the
Kool-Aid.
bench when we had drafted Kobe Buffett in the first round.
Kool-Aid, let me
This
ask you
man
a
flipped
question.
like he had
I
got
agree with you on that
the
though. I agree with you
diamonds
on that.
all over the
But
place,
that's the
and this
coach.
man flipped
They
like
go
he
back
like
to the
Lance
coach.
Pippen, and he was jumping up and ground, bopping off the wall like he a good player. And this man can't even come off the bench behind Trey
But
and
that's not on Kobe
CJ.
Buffkin
What
though.
kind of
That's
stuff
not
is
on
that?
him. That's not on
Kool-Aid.
him though.
Kool-Aid, let me ask you a
That's on the
question.
coaches.
Let me ask you a
That's on the
question.
development. That's
You're
on
right,
them.
Doug. You're right. Let me ask you a question, Kool-Aid. Kobe Buffkin, number 15 pick. We have 4 guards already in the backcourt. Who is he replacing coming straight out of Michigan? Go. Who is
We
he
only had
replacing?
guards that we had
Who
worth anything. Only
who
point
is
guards
he
we had. The point
replacing?
guards
You're
we
not
had was
answering my
only Trey
question
Young
though.
and DJ and
Oh, you got it.
and
You got
Kobe
it.
Buffett was supposed to have been drafted
You
to
got
be
it.
the backup point guard. This
You
is
got it,
what I
bro.
thought he was going to do. Was going to get Kobe Buffkin to be the backup point guard or the off guard to come and play behind Trey and DJ, and it never happened.
Okay. You got it. All right.
It never happened.
But
Okay.
that ain't on
So when I be
Landry.
talking about,
That's
you know
on
what I'm saying?
Quinn.
So is
That's
Landry
not on
so
Kobe
good?
though.
And then
And
guess
Kobe
what?
was
Guess
hurt,
what?
man.
Guess
When
what?
you were a rookie, Kool-Aid, when you
Yeah,
playing
and they got
basketball,
hurt,
you were
but
a
that's
rookie,
still
bro.
on. That's not on Landry.
One
Landry
injury
don't do
can
the
fuck it up for you.
rotation.
One injury can
So
fuck it up,
therefore,
bro.
then
You a
Landry
rookie,
got
you
the
trying to
coach.
find yourself. You trying to
So
find
then
yourself in the NBA. Hold on,
then
Kool-Aid.
Landry
Let me
messed
talk.
up
Let me
on.
talk. Hold on, let me talk. Bro, when you're a rookie, you're trying to find yourself, bro. You get one little injury, bro. We talking about on your thumb, bro. Then he got hurt again. because he came back and was getting a little minutes. Then he got hurt again. He missed some more time. Mogay never even got his chance to get his foot in the damn door. He got hurt off rip. Same, and Seth Lundy was getting a little time, then he got hurt. So if you playing with rookies, bro, you don't want to mess with their morale and shit like that, bro. They get injuries and shit like that. You don't want to just throw them back in the fire when they finally do get healthy. You gotta send them to the thing and let them play for a little bit.
What I'm saying
That's
is
just on that note.
what I'm saying is that if you went and drafted Seth Lundy, Kobe Buffkin, and Mo G, and if you're a good manager, they should never went down to the G League. They should have been playing off the bench on their time and limited time playing off the bench as backup.
Don't want me up here defending Landry, but that's not Landry's decision. The coach handled the rotation.
That should, I know, but I'm saying, but see, that's why I be saying when Landry getting the wrong coach. Manager get the coach. Manager hire the coach. The coach supposed to play your player. If you got the wrong coach that can't play your players in that rotation, then you got the wrong coach. You as a manager, you go get Mo G, you go get Seth Lundy and Kobe, and then you sign a Miles on a two-way contract. So that means Miles on a two-way contract, but he's not sitting on the bench to play. Mo G not sitting on the bench to be a backup. Then you got Kobe not sitting on the bench to back up, and Seth Lundy not sitting on the bench to back up. And look who they have in the backup. We got trash that they were behind. We ain't got no stars that they were behind. We got trash.
Are they good players? Are they not good players? Are we arguing that they should?
So I'm saying that Kobe should have been coming out the bench playing behind Trae Young.
You know that.
And DJ.
I agree with you on that.
Okay. Mo G should have been coming. Listen what I'm saying. Mo G should have been coming off the bench playing behind.
It's what we're saying. Don't put it on the actual players.
I'm not putting it on the players. I'm not putting it. You didn't hear me one time put it on the players. I'm putting it on management and the coach. I'm just telling you I'm starting to tell you how dumb the management is by getting the coach that don't know how to play players. Yeah, and the management don't know how to get. So I agree. I thought that was a good. That's what I said early in the year. I said only thing that's gonna save Landry job is his draft picks. Yeah. And they better turn out. I said that in the early part of the year.
Kool-Aid, let me just give you a little bit of history over the last 6 months and what you're saying. All right. Teams that draft that far into the draft are not bringing players to play immediately like that. When you have 9 contracted players on your team that are making over $10 million, all right? They're not just going to slide and take their spot, all right? What I will give you some grievance on is that Kobe Buffkin probably should have been up a little bit early, but he injured his thumb for a very long time. So they sent him down to the G League because he had 0 NBA experience. They just want to get him used to the NBA. Let me finish. They want to get him used to the NBA game. Mo G has been out for 75 games. He wasn't gonna play it all this year, do this back, and now he's getting some burn because we don't have any players to play. Seth Lundy has been up and down. He came up to the big league squad. He played about 3-4 games, and he injured his ankle against Indiana. And they sent him back down, let him recover. He started playing the G League. He got injured once again. All right. So that goes to status of our draft picks this year. All right. With that being said, they was not going to slide in here and just replace Okongu, Clint Capella, Trey, DeJounte, Bay, Hunter, what's his name? Murray, Bogdanovich. They wasn't going to just come in there and just slide and take their spot.
I didn't say replace.
They wasn't going to
replace. Why we go get a Patty Mills? Patty Mills got burned when he should have been Kobe time. I know he was veteran, but see, when you trying to get somewhere and you trying to grow and you trying to get in progression, Kobe should have been learning off the rip. He should have been playing. He should have been the bag up. Let me tell you something.
You know where Patty Mills came from?
Kobe Buffkin should have been out. Kobe should have been in the rotation or somewhere to be the bag up point guard or the bag up 2. Seth Lundy should have been in that same position on the bench. I'm talking about on the bench, off the bench. They should have got burned.
Did you not just hear what I just said?
Mo G should have got a chance to be that 4 or 3 guy in the beginning.
When he was out for 75 games?
Not with Matthew. Not with Wesley Matthews. That's what I'm saying. It's no problem to have some vets in there to help people along to learn this. But 30-some-year-old vets, messed up thighs and all that kind of stuff. If I was a manager, I'm gonna go draft somebody that can play, that's ready to play. If you can't go do that, you ain't a manager for me.
Kool-Aid, do
You
you
can't
know
draft.
how silly you sound right now? Every single draft pick is not ready to play day one. That's why they're a draft pick. That's why they get evaluated. That's why they are put on a scale from 1 to 60, all right? Some of these dudes are going to come in and they're going to be stashed away, all right? Some of these guys are going to come in and contribute immediately. Some of these guys are going to the developmental league, which they are doing. We, on the other hand, just happen to do both of them, all right? We brought in Kobe Buffkin. He got injured. Mo G injured his back, out 75 games. Seth Lundy was actually with the big league squad, injured his ankle, had to go back down, recuperate, rehabilitate, get himself back where he need to be, get his ankle back, came back up and sat with the team. All right. They're not just gonna get inserted into the team and play like that. All right, man. Like I
Okay,
don't know
I
where you get
understand
this
what you're saying
That's
they
mindset
are
basically
from.
not.
like a
I
lottery
understand that you're
draft.
saying they are not. I understand what you're saying, but I'm
But you're not
saying,
making common sense what I'm saying. You talking
but
about
you're
go
not
draft somebody that's
understanding
ready
what
to
I'm
play.
saying. I'm talking about winning. A manager that can
You
go get
just
a play.
said go
Okay,
draft somebody that's ready to play.
okay, Jokic, just for instance, let's go to Jokic, MVP, second round draft pick,
One
right?
of
That's,
one. One of
Kool-Aid,
come
one.
on, that's
that
Okay, I
lottery.
know y'all
That's
keep
not
saying
fair.
that's an anomaly. I understand that.
He's one of one.
1-on-1. Clap to their manager. Thank you,
You,
manager, for going in the second
do,
round and picking me an
do
MVP.
you do you know what Joker? Do you know that the Denver had both Yusuf Nurkic and they had Joker and they had to move one of them so the other one can play and develop? Did you
My,
know that?
Yogi, did Yogi play when he was drafted?
No, he didn't. He got spot minutes like Kobe Buffkin did.
But he played, right?
Never mind.
Did he go down to the G
Never mind.
League?
Never mind.
Did
Never
Jokic
mind. Go
go to
ahead.
the G League?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Did Jokic go to the G League?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so what I'm saying, you got to have a manager that can go get the boys that can play. That's all I'm saying. Young or old, first time off the bench or whatever. Give me a manager that see talent that can go get people that can play.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
So next year, since you saying Kobe Buffkin hurt his thumb, Steph London hurt his ankle, Moji hurt his back, they better come to play next year.
Okay.
They better come play next year.
Okay.
I guarantee you that. Dude, this manager's a piece of crap. They better come to play next year. I don't care whether they playing with DJ. I don't care whether they playing with Trey. I don't care if they playing without Trey or without DJ. I don't care if Trey and DJ get traded. That Kobe Buffkin, that Seth Lundy, and that Mo G better come to play. That was his choice. That was Landry pick. They better come to play. And all I'm saying is some people took it in second round, took it in the 10th round, in the first round, and no management got players that have came and they have played. It might took them a little while, but they played.
Kool-Aid, so do you like the picks? Or so do you like them? Do you like the three or no?
I do like Steph Lundy. I do like Kobe, and I do like Mo G. Why you think I'm arguing why they weren't playing off the bench the beginning of the season? I paid my money to go see the Kobe when they were drafted. I paid my money to see Kobe Buffkin come out the bench. I paid my money to see Steph Lundy come out the bench, and I paid my money to see Mo G come out the bench, and I paid my money to see Miles Norris come out the bench, and I paid my money to see JJ play. I paid my money to go see those guys play. That's what I paid my money for. And I paid my money to see DJ and Trey Young dine these guys up. But no, I don't get to see them play. I go down there and I see a Patty Mail come off the bench. No, I don't get to see them play. I go down there and see a Wesley Matthews come off the bench. And then later on, I see some dude named Dwitler come out the bench. Then I see Trent Forrest come out the bench. Oh, I don't get to see my boys play, but I see Trent Forrest. But I see Wesley Matthews. But I see Patty Mail.
We agree with you on that. We definitely agree with you on that.
jump,
But at the
man. I
time,
don't spend my I
but you
didn't
had to
spend my
put,
money to go see. I
but you
spent
had
my
to,
money to go see them young boys
but you
play.
have to remember. But you have to remember again. Them injuries played a lot in that. Them
I
injuries.
ain't worried about the injuries, man. Their injuries didn't come
But
in.
you have to worry about that though
Only
when they're
one of
not,
those players
because
got
those are the reasons why
listen
when
what
they're
I'm
not
saying.
playing.
Listen what I'm saying. Only one of those players got injured playing up here with us in the NBA. And that was Seth Lundy. Mo G got hurt playing down in the G League, and Kobe got hurt playing down in the G League.
But everybody not gonna play though. When you young like that and you a second round pick, you're not just gonna get off the bus and play, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen like that.
You gonna say Mo G shouldn't play in front of Wesley Matthews?
He didn't say that.
I'm not
He
saying
said
that.
everybody's not going to play.
I know everybody not going to play because some players don't have the ability and worth playing. So if a manager go get a player that ain't worth playing, of course he ain't gonna play. You gonna sit and tell me a guy who shoot 35, 38% that you just drafted, that shoot 38% from the 3-point line, you ain't got enough sense to see that he'll catch his true player?
Kool-Aid, hold on. Everybody's situation is just different, man. Every team, when they draft young players, they're coming into a different situation than what we have here with Atlanta. Like, so
yeah, because
that's why you bring up Braun. You bring up Braun. Braun played because Denver. I'm not a Denver fan, so I don't know, but it's probably because they had injuries to their veteran players.
Look at the rookie they playing this year. They playing a rookie off the bench right now.
To my Watson.
I don't know his name. He even doing a commercial with Jokic.
But they had to though because they moved on from one of their role players.
What is
Brown?
Hey, what Kool-Aid talking about, man?
We don't know, right? We don't know. I'll just be honest.
What Kool-Aid talking about, man?
Look, DeMar, I'm talking about Landry picking good players to play to win. That's all I'm saying. Landry is trash, and I'm saying that from the beginning of the year, if Landry did such a good pick on players, Kobe Buffin should have been on the bench, coming off the bench behind DJ and Trey instead of Patty Mail. And I said Seth London should have been coming off the bench, and Mo G should have been coming off the bench getting some burn behind JJ or Mo or Double O or any of those guys. That's what I was saying. So if Landry did such a good job, then he should have. Because we didn't have. Now we had star players, big time star players. That would have been different to say, "Oh, put them down in G." But we ain't got nobody.
I'm gonna tell you now. I agree with what you said, but this is the thing. Remember, after Summer League, Mo G got hurt.
I thought it was Summer League.
We've been telling him.
Right after Summer League, he got the back fracture. Yep. And then they didn't even reevaluate. Remember, he didn't even play in College Park until January. So he didn't play no competitive basketball to January. Kobe Buffkin also got injured.
His thumb.
He got injured with the thumb. Because remember, I don't know if y'all be in some of the spaces with on Twitter, but remember they was waiting to trade. Buffkin was supposed to be part of the Siakam deal, but he was hurt.
Yep. Well, Hunter. Yep.
Right, but he was hurt, so he couldn't. So he wasn't even playing.
You can't trade an injured player.
Then, so Buffkin, and Gay, good picks. I'll say Gay is probably the return on investment. I'm gonna tell you like this: Muhammad Gay gonna be a Landry Field best draft pick ever. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Considering where you picked him at and the contract that Landry Fields gave him, right? Let's keep it a buck, man. They looked at the talent, and I'm gonna tell you, somebody said before that draft, run that shit back because Clint Capella should have. If you think
in Dallas,
right? If the front office thought Clint Capella was not the guy who needed to be center, right? They should have moved him for anything, and they should have kept John Collins. Now, because if you were just gonna salary dump John Collins, you might just keep him, right? You could have played him at center, but then also remember this: what we were like 8-6, 8-7,
8 and 5.
JJ goes down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then 3 games later, Hunter goes down.
Yep.
I don't think both of them come back until almost Christmas time.
JJ came back in January, I think.
Come on, that's what I was telling you. We just got bad
so,
luck.
I mean, you can
bad
factor in injuries, right?
Yeah.
You can factor injury, but it goes to show that Landry Fields. I'm gonna tell you what Landry Fields really messed up at. He ran a full roster. Usually, you'll keep one roster spot available for what? So when you do hit certain injury, you can go ahead and get a guy to come in on a 10-day contract, and if you're gonna use him, use him. If not, no. But at least say you needed to add some size, you could have brought in a guy on a 10-day just to see how it worked. But we didn't have that flexibility because we had a full roster, full 15-player roster, and all your two-way contracts was taken. So
anything with AJ too.
Another thing where they messed up at is my bad, Doug, and I'll be quiet so you can go.
No, you good. That's me.
Another thing where they messed up at was Quinn Snyder utilizing Trent Forrest too much at the beginning of the season. He should not have ran his two-way games out. I think he did that like before the All-Star break almost. Trent had already played the 50 allowable games.
15. We have 50. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like either 50 or 40 allowable games. Then what he should have, which then forces you to make a decision that shouldn't have had to be made. Like you shouldn't have been in February talking about should we give Trent Forrest NBA contract when he could have rotated the games between because Kobe Buckner was playing in the G League in January. He could have rotated those guys and say, you know what? Say he valued Trent Forrest, right? You know he got a games restriction. You could have rotated him and Kobe. Kobe Buffkin got an NBA contract. You could have played as many games as you want with him at Atlanta, but he chose not to. You run Trent Forrest money out. Now you got to make a decision you didn't plan on making at the beginning of the season. So they chose to keep and give Trent Forrest an NBA contract. Now, I will say this and I'm going to shut up. Why would you give a guy an NBA contract with a guy that you're really not going to use? Trent Forrest is not really going to play. So you gave him a contract. Why? For what? Why not give that? Why not?
I mean, that should be apparent. There's Quinn guys on this team. If Quinn wants somebody on the team, they ain't going nowhere.
Why not say, you know what? Put Trent back on a two-way contract. Well, he was already on a two-way, my bad. Leave him on a two-way contract. Let's go see what's out there. What free agents is available? Because remember, they only kept Trent because he's a guard. Even though we had how many guards compared to our front court players? Why not go find somebody for the front court to help?
My bad, 7. We had 7.
But Trent they only can play a certain amount of games.
I said that already.
He said it, yeah.
So why would you? And that's what I was saying. We put ourselves in bad positions that we didn't have to be in. Like I said, he didn't have to play Trent 50 games. Like I said, he could have rotated him and Buffkin. When Buffkin was down there in the G League, he could have rotated him. If he liked Trent, he could have been like, you know what? Let Buffkin get some burn. Because remember, Trent wasn't even playing for real most of the time. He was coming in.
Buffkin get injured again?
Ain't Trent his guy from Utah?
Huh?
Yes.
Buffkin got injured again, like twice, right?
No, he didn't.
He got injured.
Buffkin got
injured.
The
ligament. Was it the thumb? He had the thumb. He had a
thumb
problem.
Yeah.
No, it was the foot issue. It was one.
It's ankle. That's why it's ankle. My bad.
Yeah, Self-London had an ankle problem.
He went out when Trey was out, but then Buffkin came back. Double O came back for like 2 games. Then he was done for the year.
Right.
So I mean, at the end of the day, man, we put ourselves in positions we didn't have to be in, but we also didn't. We also didn't address needs when we had the opportunity. You had an open slot.
You could have got a guy who could have helped in the front court if the front.
So my question is this, Demar. My question is this: who was the starting five in the beginning of the year?
It was Trey, Murray, Clint, Jalen Johnson, and Hunter.
And did y'all tell you?
That was
it was not Jalen Johnson. It was Sadiq Bey. It was Sadiq Bey. It was Sadiq Bey and Hunter.
Sadiq Bey started the first game, and then Jalen Johnson started game 2. Until he got hurt. Then when he gets hurt, Sadiq Bey come back in the starting lineup. When Hunter got hurt, Bogey got put in. When Hunter come back, that's when they start just bringing him off the bench. JJ didn't start. My bad. JJ started game 2, not opening day. I'm sorry.
JJ should have started opening day.
And then with that starting five, just say you said so JJ was the starting five instead of Sadiq Bey, right?
No, after the second game.
After the first
no,
two
he
games,
was flip-flopping. Right? He was flip-flopping the lineup.
Yeah, so basically, JJ won that starting five, right? Because Sadiq Bey already had started that starting five the year before when we were talking about Sadiq playing over JJ. They were playing battling back and forth when Collins went out. Then Sadiq took that starting fourth spot.
Bey was supposed to help us on the 3-point shooting because John Collins was having a down year. Because remember, they just turned they took JC and just turned him to a dude to stand in the corner.
And then they just was starting to work JJ in. They were just starting to work JJ in because it was also a conversation between JJ and AJ at the 3.
That was that's when Quinn first got here.
Exactly. So we were saying, which one? Because then they were debating on whether they're gonna play JJ or AJ at that 3.
And then Quinn said, they both. This was last year. He said they both need to work on their defense. That's what he said.
Right.
And then when we start the season, Sadiq Bey started the first game because I remember telling somebody I said, "Hey, Quinn don't really believe in JJ." Or he would start him. But then it was either game 2 or game 3. JJ started the rest of the season until he got hurt, which was what? Game 15, 16, 17?
Right. And then I had started saying, why not play them together? So sometimes Sadiq and JJ would be on the floor together. It wasn't just like one or the other.
But
they were on the floor together sometimes.
Why that's not good? Why that's not good for us on the defensive side? Because now
I'm just saying they were on the floor together from time to time. If you go back and look at it, JJ and Sadiq Bey was on the floor.
I mean, during the game, but the game a couple times, but it wasn't a lot because Sadiq Bey would come in for Jalen Johnson.
So then on the bench, my point is that okay, then what our bench look like? Who was on our bench then? Just say Sadiq Bey.
Your bench changed from the beginning of the season to what we're doing now. Your bench at the beginning was who? Bogey, Double O, Patty, Matthews, Bruno,
Bruno wasn't here yet, Demar. I don't think Bruno was here yet.
Yes, he was.
No, Bruno was here. They had traded for Bruno. Bruno came over here with Garrison Matthews.
We traded for Bruno last year.
Yeah, Bruno came over here with Garrison Matthews. They came together.
Remember, because Garrison Matthews and Bruno had a career night against us.
Okay, he just wasn't playing. Bruno just wasn't playing. Okay.
Right, he wasn't playing.
Right. He wasn't playing because remember what I was telling people at the beginning of the season. I said Quinn Snyder does not play 2 people. He don't play young dudes, and he only plays 9 deep.
That's just like Nate. That's the same shit Nate was doing.
So that's why when Trae Young gets hurt, that's why I went into the space that they be running and then be running. And that's why I told him now we're gonna see Quinn really coach. Because now he got to use players he normally wouldn't use. So if we was healthy, right? Say we was healthy through the season. You don't see you don't see Vic because we'll never go sign him. We only sign him due to injuries, right? You won't see a Vic. Bruno gets no playing time.
Yeah.
Garrison Matthews, you don't see him. Who else?
Kobe and not gonna see Kobe either.
Yeah, and see the thing is,
you wouldn't have saw Kobe because he went with Trent Forrest. Remember,
was a
Trent
bad
Forrest
decision
was
from
our
the
He
backup
jump.
went with
point guard.
Patty Mills. He went
That
with
was a bad
Patty
decision
Mills
from the
too.
jump.
And
That
then
was a bad
when
decision.
you want to speak on Patty Mills, Kool-Aid, remember, Patty Mills didn't play in the first 8 games. He was just
Patty
getting
wasn't playing a lot.
DMPs.
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. Yeah, he wasn't playing. But then after a while, he started getting some playing time.
A lot of people got playing time due to injuries. So I mean, like I said, it was a gift and a curse. Injuries to Trey suck. Injuries to Hunter and Jalen suck. But you ended up getting seeing that you did have some talent, right? So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. And I'm gonna go into detail later because I'm gonna do another show. We're gonna do an end of the season show. I'm gonna go on detail, but I'm gonna say it like this: the Hawks, you got to trade either Trey Young or DeJounte Murray. But I'm gonna add this to it: whoever they trade, they cannot miss on this return. This move they made right here is either gonna set us up for success. I'm gonna tell you right now. So you can't just take Murray and trade him for some bullshit. You got to get at least. You can't take Murray and trade him for bullshit. Like you can't trade him for no role player. You need to get a start. You need to get a start for whatever pick you get him. You need to get a starting caliber guy. What I mean, he should be a starter on whatever team you're going to get him from. He may not start for us, but I'm just talking talent wise. You cannot trade him and value the picks
with the
type
of team we got, Devon. If we trade, we better be trading for a starter.
I mean, you got
who you getting? Go.
I don't care, man.
But I will say this. I will say this one. I will say this one. When I say trade for a starter, I'm talking about Murray, and you package it up. I mean, if you got to add Double O in the deal, if you got to add Dre Hunter in a deal, it's time for the Hawks to consolidate these players. Because what do we know, Juan? We know all this talent we got. Quinn not gonna play all of them like that, right?
Hey, Damon, there is literally probably 2 teams that we can actually trade for and get sufficient value from, and that is Sacramento and Orlando. Those are 2 teams both need a point guard.
San Antonio.
I said San Antonio to that too.
I said San Antonio.
Juan. I have not sat down, Juan. I have not sat down and went through each team. I'm just saying, whoever they trade Murray to, whoever they trade Trey to, whoever they trade, they cannot mess this deal up because we already don't have our picks for the next 2 years. We don't have control of our picks.
I will go straight to San Antonio.
You have to get a
San Antonio ain't got a player we want, man.
You got to get a solid starter in return, Juan. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna go through some teams and look.
I already went through them, but San Antonio gives you the best value right now.
But for picks, what player we gonna get back that's gonna help us, Juan? Ain't no player on San Antonio gonna help us. If New Orleans want to unpack BI, then go get BI. He can definitely help us. But see, ain't no player on San Antonio gonna help us.
But this is what I'm saying, Larry. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I said before you got on, I said this earlier. If you are the GM of the Pelicans and you seeing what your team has accomplished this year, why would you take why would you give up one of your core players? Because BI is a core player for them.
Yes.
Why would you give up a core player? Why would you give him up for Murray? And what do we know? We know that BI fits in what the Pelicans are doing. Now, I'm not saying he like his role. I'm not saying he could excel somewhere else. But if I'm David Griffin, I'm not trading a core piece for Murray.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what else? Why? You know what else I was thinking? Shit just popped in my head. Everybody know we gonna trade one of them. So now you lost leverage.
Yeah.
Yo, what are the chances
So
they
now
can
you
But
lost
here's the
leverage.
thing, man.
Guess
They
what?
need a
Guess what,
they need
Juan?
a point guard more than they
Guess
need
what,
Bi, in my
Juan?
opinion.
You know what, Juan? You know what, Darian? If I'm the GM, I'm sitting here talking to Landry like this. You gonna trade one of them, bro? Why would I give
Yeah.
up all my shit to this dude?
Exactly.
This what I'm gonna offer you, and you either gonna take whatever deals from these other teams, or guess what you're gonna have to do? You gonna have to go back to your fan base and tell them you're gonna run back a Trey and Murray backcourt.
We have no leverage.
If we
We have
don't
no
pull, if we
leverage.
don't pull or
Look,
get rid of
Bi,
Landry too, man, y'all might as well just forget about trying to get anybody. Landry do not have the ability to make moves and have the heart to do the right thing. We got to pull
guys,
a Landry
He don't got no
too, man.
respect.
It
He don't got
starts
no
with
Bi,
respect.
Landry,
He don't
bro. I'm
respect
just
him.
Bi
saying
and
right now, man.
Zion don't mix,
Like, we can
man.
talk about players all you want to, man. I cannot trust Landry with making no decisions on nothing, man. It's just simple as that.
You right
Y'all
though,
can sit here and
Kool-Aid.
talk about
You know
players.
you
Get
right.
rid of Landry
Guys,
first, and let's see what manager we gonna get, and let's come back and talk about that.
how we say that Jonte and Trey Young don't mix, Bi and Zion don't mix. When Zion is healthy, he is a focal point in our offense, and Bi is sitting in the corner. He don't mix with him, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. That
But
could
Larry,
be a 1-for-1.
Larry,
You might think that.
Larry, let me
but
tell you this though,
I mean,
Larry.
it might be true.
Their records say it works.
Yeah. That was just
No, but what I'm saying is
Bi been off.
Bi want to be
Been
the
hurt.
dude.
You know what
Bi
don't work,
been
Larry?
hurt though. Since they've been
You
on
know
the
what
run,
don't-
Bi been
you know what
hurt.
don't work?
Exactly, man. Zion been
Young-
carrying them. It ain't been Bi.
Yeah, Bi ain't been playing. Bi ain't been
Exactly,
playing on
man.
these
It ain't
runs.
Bi. It's
What I'm
Zion.
telling y'all is
Bi don't belong on that team, man. I'm telling you.
what y'all
Bi
missing.
and Zion are occupying the same space, bro.
This
They
is
do
what y'all
not. Just
missing.
like Trey Young, I'm
Well,
telling you.
Bi
Larry,
can
do
play.
you think-
Bi can play, but I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all missing, man. Once again, put yourself in the Pelican shoes.
They need a point guard in the worst way. They winning without Bi
need a
right
point
now,
guard.
bro.
I mean, Albert, that dude, Albert, whatever name is, he okay, but
man. Let me tell y'all something.
The other team got to be willing to pay.
Let me tell y'all something. They are 49-32. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't need to get rid of Bi. They don't have to get rid of him. If I'm the Pelicans GM, I'm not trading them. You know what I'm gonna offer the Hawks? If I'm David Griffin,
For Bi,
you can take CJ McCollum off my hands.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels or
No, then they got no
what's his name?
shooting. They need McCullum.
They got
Look,
B.I.
man, they've been on this
shooter.
run. If y'all
B.I.'s
watch,
a
if
shooter.
y'all watch them right now, man, Bi's been hurt. They got on that run and got back into the playoffs and not the play-in because of Zion.
Yeah, I'm tracking. I've been watching them. They've been doing pretty good.
But that's my whole thing, man.
Hold on, Larry. So you think Pelicans would give up Bi straight up?
I've been hearing rumors about them trying to get rid of Bi because of
switching the
contract.
misfits, man. Let's switch the misfits. Let's send
They
DJ
was
to
trying to
them.
get rid of
DJ
Trey
Let
Bi.
me tell you something, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Let me prep y'all.
Oh, they would do it for Trey in a heartbeat.
They
They would do it for Trey in a heartbeat.
Let me
They
prep
get
y'all.
rid of Denver.
Do not.
But they might do it for DJ. If I can give up what it right now, it's not
That's who
looking
they
like
wanted. They
the
wanted
Sacramento
DJ or they
pick.
wanted Double O.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If I can give up like DJ and Double O to get Bi, then I'm doing it, man. What the hell are we talking about, bro?
I would do it too, but that's not that. Just
What
because
I'm
we want that
telling
deal, don't mean
y'all-
that's the deal they want.
What I'm telling y'all is this: y'all not looking at it from the GM of the Pelican standpoint. Why the fuck would he do that? He don't have to do it. Why would he take
Because
Murray?
Zion is okay. I got you on that.
Because they're winning.
He don't have to.
They're 49-32. He's a core piece of their team. Regardless, let me add this. Regardless of what Bi can do, right?
Yeah.
From the GM standpoint, he's doing what I need him to do. And my record says it's working. I'm 49-32. Last year, they was a top 2 team till Zion got hurt. I'm just saying this. If I'm David Griffin,
they were number 1 till Zion got hurt.
Well, that's my whole point.
If I'm
David you making my point for me, Damon.
No, Larry, but see, you still have to have. Guess what? Zion could be your number 1, and Ingram could be your 2 or 3, just like we be talking about, right? So, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not getting rid of my core dudes, and we almost won 50 games this year. I'm not doing it. You will have to make me an offer I can't refuse. And Murray and Double O ain't cutting it for me if I'm a Pelican.
Well, he already wanted Double O.
Huh?
He already wanted Double O, and Murray has
But that's
increased
when
his
they was
trade
trying to get
value
off Zion.
since
They were trying to get off
the
Zion no
trade
more.
deadline.
Bruh.
Yeah, they're not trying to deal Zion no more, man. B.I. is not the dude. Zion is earning his spot back.
Double O ain't gonna get you nothing in return, my guys. I'm trying to tell y'all,
I'm
man.
talking about with DJ.
Listen, all I'm saying is this.
All right.
This is all I'm saying.
All
it's
right.
just my opinion. If I'm the
No, I
GM
feel
of
you,
the
bro.
Pelicans, and
Yeah.
we done won 49 games this year, you're gonna have to make me an offer I can't refuse to get rid of one of my core pieces. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
And for me,
And I feel like, San Antonio
for
be
me,
easier to deal.
That's why I use the word misfit. That's why I use the word misfit, man. When it's a misfit, it don't work. You can have two players that are superstars and they could be misfits.
Kool-Aid, but for me, the Hawks, if I'm the Pelicans or the Timberwolves, the Hawks have no leverage because I already know you have to get rid of one of them. You're not going to go back.
True. Okay, I got you.
And say we're going to run it back with the backcourt. I know
you got leverage.
So
Other
why
teams got
would
leverage.
I offer you anything worth a damn? Watch this. Go back and look at the reports, right? When the Hawks was interested in Herb Jones.
Herb Jones, yeah.
David Griffin said. Go look at what David Griffin wanted for Herb Jones.
Yep.
Go back and look.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Because he knows.
What did he want for Herb Jones?
Leverage. That's what
did he want for Herb Jones? What did he want for Herb Jones?
Hey, Damon, can I say one thing, Damon?
Can I ask this?
On why I believe you now?
Let me go see if I can find the article. Go ahead, Larry.
One thing that I will say to back what you're saying is, we know that our owner is cheap, and with that being, BI cost is going to come at a big cost to re-sign off of one more year off his deal. One thing I will say is, if we thought that our owner was going to do something, he would have signed Vic for the playoffs. He did not. That should tell everyone. That should let the Matt know. Let the Leon know. That should let everyone know that has some kind of faith in Landry Field or this ownership that we're going to make it shake in the offseason by pulling off some magical deal. It's not going to happen. He's not going to spend that money. If he won't pay for Vic, who's been a quality bench player since he's got, playing time, if he won't make that move and cut Trent Forrest just because he spent money on Trent Forrest, that's the only reason Trent Forrest is still on this team. It's not because he played better than Vic. It's just like he's not going to waste the money. That's the example that everyone should put in their back pocket and say, okay, this owner is unwilling to spend the money to make this team truly competitive. So on that point, Damon, I agree with you, Damon. On that point, I do agree with you.
Hey guys, let me share this with y'all. Let me share this screen with y'all. Watch this.
I'm looking at it too, Damon.
Here's a different one I might have found. So here's one I want y'all to see. Can everybody see this right here? Hawks want Herb Jones in a Murray deal. Look at this.
Yeah.
Pelicans have held firm. Jones, they not trading on Herb Jones
Top five defender
for
in the
Murray,
league.
right? So
Top
what
five
makes
defenders.
what makes you think you can get Murray and Double O will get you a BI? They won't even come off Herb Jones.
Yeah.
Look at this. Herb Jones, foundational piece of the
playing that
defense,
way before,
critical pillar next to CJ, BI, and Z. This just Herb Jones, the defender. And y'all think that DeJounte Murray and Double O or Bogey is gonna get you unless that boy BI say he want to be traded?
Yep.
Man, we in a mess, man.
That's why
We in a mess. If we can't trade DJ for Herb Jones, man, that's messed up, bro.
No, it ain't.
I feel like we get Devin Vessel.
I'm just saying, who nobody want our players, man, to get somebody that's worth something.
Let me see if I can
They
find
want him, but they
That's
don't
why I
know
say
about him.
Landry gotta go, man. We got to trash this whole thing. We need to trash it as quick as possible. Get rid of Landry and let's trash this thing and let's start the freaking over, man. Cause we need to start this quick. Landry have messed this thing up.
I agree with
It is
Kool-Aid about getting
completely
rid
It's
of
not
Landry.
just
messed
Landry though.
up,
It's not
man.
just
It is
Landry though.
completely messed up.
Landry don't have any respect out there, man.
He don't
Yeah,
either.
he's not
gonna get
respected
low
by
ball.
nobody. He can't make no mid trades. He can't make no beginning of the year trades. So all he can do is get stuck with keep on signing with what he got, where he cannot trade. We gotta. When I say trash, these guys, in order for him to do this, he got to start cutting.
I feel you,
And just
but
taking
Landry didn't make
whatever
the
you
double
can
O
get
deal.
and
Landry
start
didn't make the double O
cutting.
deal. Landry didn't make the deal to go get Murray.
Now, but he's the manager now. And we ain't talking about who did it. He's the manager now. So he got to make decisions now to start making decisions now to start putting us in a position to win. A good manager will start making the decision. We cannot go through another season with bad management, man. That's all I'm arguing with, man. I ain't arguing about no player. I'm arguing about bad management and bad ownership for Landry's manager to stay in his spot, making these bad decisions.
We can't do
That's all I'm arguing about, man. That's my argument, and that's gonna be my argument until this manager is gone. And I want a manager to come in here who gonna have enough guts to cut. If the coach ain't no good, to go get a good coach and start. If you gotta build, now listen to what I'm saying. If he gotta build through the draft to have enough guts to tank, to do what Pop did, when he see that it's the college guys and the players up in there. Oh, that's a big time player. Oh yeah, let's have enough guts to tank and go and get that player. Because guess what? When you have the manager who knows how to get that player, it ain't never failed in basketball history. That player ain't never took you to a championship. Now Travis and Budenholzer almost got us there. In my whole life, we have never been to the Eastern Conference Final, only twice. And Budenholzer and Travis almost got us there. So that means the owner and that manager was close because Budenholzer was the manager of himself. When he got us to 61 wins. He was the huh?
Guess who's the owner?
Budenholzer was not the owner.
Wessler was the owner. He still was the rest. He still was the owner.
Yeah, Tony Wessler was the owner. I'm saying Tony Wessler. What I'm saying, Wessler as an ownership in my lifetime of a history, he's the owner have got us to a 2-time Eastern Conference Final. It ain't no other owner ever done that. No other owner.
Hold up. I know you're not giving him credit for that.
Yeah,
that's not the point. The point I'm making it ain't about no credit. It's the point.
No, I'm just making sure because he didn't. Let's be honest here, Kool-Aid. Let's be
My
honest.
the point is that he was the owner,
but he didn't. Listen. He was the owner. Okay, let's be clear. Nope, that 60-win team we had, Danny Ferry built that team. Danny Ferry.
But he was not the owner.
Wessler had no say.
Was he the owner?
Wessler had no say in how the team was built. That's one of the few times when he actually trusted the general manager, the president of basketball, to do his job. Hold up. Because see, you keep saying he's the owner. Hold up. I'm going to tell you when he's the owner. When we got eliminated by LeBron, what did your owner do to make this team better?
Nothing.
You know what your owner did? You know what your owner did?
Traded Al Horford.
The East was weak. Y'all got to put that into play too, though. The East was weak as hell back then.
He did not want to go into the tax. That's why we didn't keep DeMari Carroll. That's why he left and went to the Raptors. Hold up. Then the second time we went to the conference final. What did he do to make the team better?
Right about that.
He said he didn't want to pay the tax.
Yeah.
So what did he do? Nothing. He just gave John Collins a boatload of money.
So as an owner, as I'm saying, Tony Wessler as an owner, you're not understanding what I'm saying. The owner hired the guy you just said to let him do what he did. And he did what he did. He put together the team. Then he left. Then Budenholzer came. He put together. He did. And all this is up under Tony Wessler. Regardless, whatever happened. But we got to the Eastern Conference Final. My point I'm making is that we made it to the Eastern Conference Final. Then he made the decision to tank again, to go into the lottery, And then within that 5 years of that lottery, he got us to another Eastern Conference final.
He didn't do shit.
The owner didn't do that.
The owner didn't do nothing. The owner
didn't
said
do
the
that.
owner can't do nothing. Owner don't only do nothing but hire the manager.
That's not
What
the
the owner
owner.
messed up at, what
And
the
then you know
owner
what the
messed
owner
up at
did?
is when he hired.
No,
The owner messes
no, 'cause
up
you know
when he
what?
hired the
'Cause
manager.
Kool-Aid. Who wanted Lloyd Pierce fired? Travis Sling or Tony Ressler?
It was Travis.
No, it was not Travis.
What I'm saying is that
Tony Ressler wanted LP fired. Tony Ressler
yeah,
called.
LP.
After we lost to Oklahoma City, he called Travis and said he wanted him fired. So
because his time was up.
Huh?
This is what Travis said. Travis said that he picked bad coaches. That's what Travis said. He said he got good players, but he picked bad coaches. That's what Travis said. Travis himself
who
said
picks
that.
Bad coaches? Who?
The manager, he's responsible for hiring coaches. Travis,
Look,
LP should have never been the coach for Trae Young in the first place. As a beginning coach.
You got to understand this. The only reason he hires Lloyd Pierce is because we were starting over, and he wanted a yes man as far as the coach. So Travis could listen to me. So Travis could build the team how he wanted. He didn't want a good coach because a good coach is not going to sit here, right, and go through a rebuild. How do we know that? That's why Bud left.
That's why Bud left. Yeah.
That's why Bud left.
I'm not sitting through a rebuild. And then Dennis Schroeder said the same thing. So Travis Sling said, I'm going to go get me a yes man, which is who? A first-time head coach ain't going to give you no pushback.
But that's not the point I'm making is that I understand what you're saying. You're saying everything right.
I mean, but what
I'm
what
just
is your
saying
point,
we
though?
got
What are
to
we debating
I'm
here?
saying in my lifetime, under this ownership, I ain't giving him no credit. I ain't giving him no credit about anything.
Well, you keep
my
saying
point I'm
the
making
owner like he out
under
here
this
building
ownership,
teams and shit.
I've seen 2 Eastern Conference Finals,
That's
which I have never seen in my lifetime.
I'm telling you,
55-year-old. I'm 55 years of being a fan.
And then
I have never seen an Eastern Conference Final. Do you not understand what I'm saying? And I'm not giving Tony Ressler credit for anything.
Owner, that's what you're doing.
That's what you're doing, Kool-Aid.
Y'all not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not
just like this, Kool-Aid. If I say
it's like you're going in circles, Kool-Aid. It's kind of like you're going in circles, bro.
I'm not trying to go in circles. I'm trying to get y'all to understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're
saying that by you saying we only did it under this owner, you're giving the owner credit.
Giving them credit.
Okay, if you want to see it that way, that's fine. Okay, but that's not the. Just understand what I'm trying to say. In 55 years, what owner have given me an Eastern Conference Final?
You got me going in circles.
Exactly, but you got to understand that's what that song is about. You got me going in circles.
Ain't giving it to you.
But the owner don't. The only thing the owner do is make decisions on who's gonna be the manager.
Kool-Aid, that's what we're saying. That's not the only thing this owner has done. He's meddled where he doesn't need to.
Right, he's plenty. He started, so he meddles. So that's right, he meddles, and so therefore that's why I say bad ownership and bad management is the reason why Atlanta don't win. That's all I'm saying. All I'm just saying, only thing I'm giving credit to him versus all the other ownerships is that he have gotten us to 2 Eastern Conference Finals in his ownership. Only thing ownership coming go. That's the only thing that's the only thing I'm giving. Only thing I'm saying is that how long will he be our owners? How long will he be our owner?
How he is.
I think you said how long has he been the owner?
How long will he be our owner from now on?
Pass that to his son. The rest of us ain't getting out of it.
Yeah, why would he sell the team? He making hella money.
So therefore,
he gonna buy it when he gets his Bitcoin.
He hired. So therefore, as Tony Ressler, right? He hired your guy who you said hired that built that team for Budenholzer that became a 61 team. Okay, and then he turned around after he went through the process of not wanting to spend no money. So now we see his MO that he don't want to spend no money. So therefore, by him not spending no money, when he saw that they wasn't going to win again, he went into a tank again. So he wasn't going to spend no money. So then he went in the tank again, and he went in, and then he went into the lottery pick. When he went into the lottery pick, okay, I'm going in circles. You're right. I'm going in circles, but I'm just telling the facts of how it went. And so he went in the lottery pick. He ended up picking the third round, which he made a decision to go with Trae Young, and it got him to another Eastern Conference final. And I don't see 2 Eastern Conference finals within how many years?
I honestly think those years were anomalies.
The light.
So how many years? How many years? How many years? How many years? How long Tony Russell been an owner?
Kool-Aid. The light finally shined on the dog's butt twice. That's what happened.
Okay, that's fine. But the point I'm making, it happened. That's the point I'm making.
It happened by circumstance.
So you're giving wrestler credit then.
So you're not giving both.
Hey, maybe he got lucky. Maybe it happened by circumstance. It don't matter. It happened.
No, actually,
I ain't trying to build Tony Wrestler. I know how y'all feel about Tony Wrestler. I don't like Tony Wrestler as an owner. I don't.
Hold on, Kool-Aid. Go, Larry. Go, Larry.
No, see this. Look, Coach Budenholzer had the single most impressive coaching job in the history of the NBA. Okay. Also a little luck because you got to have. I know we won 2 of those games on last buzzer beaters in that 19 game when we didn't lose in a month. That hasn't been done since then. Okay, that's how circumstantial and lucky it was, Kool-Aid. When you had the entire starting lineup, who were was maybe the 5th option on anybody's team. Yeah. Remember our number 1 option when he left?
Paul Millsap.
He was the 4th option on Denver. He was the 4th option on Denver, and they couldn't get out the first round. So again, that was the best coaching job you ever seen in Atlanta. That was your first happen circumstance in a very weak East. Very weak East. Okay. Then you come up, we make it again in an even equally weaker East with LeBron gone and everybody else that was in our path was hurt.
COVID too.
No, it wasn't COVID. That wasn't the COVID year.
You're right.
That was not the COVID year. So
and the Nets too.
We beat the Knicks team without Mr. Robinson, who we see dominate us on the board. Said we cannot drive the basketball against Mr. Robinson. That's how we beat him. When Julius Randle had to take over being the defensive stopper and the rebounder, the Knicks lost. He couldn't concentrate on offense. He was scoring 38.6 points against us during the season. DeAndre Hunter had the best defensive stop of his career, ruined his knee, and was never the same. Okay. Joel Embiid walking on one leg playing against us.
So what?
The meltdown of Ben Simmons. Circumstantial. That was the most flukiest
and it took game 7. It took 7 games
in the history of the Eastern Conference. Either that one, either Hawks team. You choose. The only one that was better is because you had a bona fide all-star on your team in Trae Young than the other one. So I'm telling you the circumstance.
All right, I got the circumstance. Circumstance.
No.
I've seen an Eastern Conference final. I had the most enjoyable time of my whole life.
We got a half a toenail. Me too, Kool-Aid. You ain't number 5 years older than me. Stop it. I know the trials and tribulations of the Hawks. You ain't telling me nothing. So we got half a toenail for KD for losing to the Bucks.
Larry, you can't use the word fluke. That trigger people.
Again, man, a lot of people get mad at me when I say it was just circumstance. We won that. It is what it is. You can't take it back.
I ain't gonna take it back, but we won it though.
Ankle injury away from
take it back. I take a win like I take a win in the way it comes. I take wins in the way it comes.
One bit of credit, bro.
It don't matter. No nails, toenails, hurt, broke leg. I'm playing against the guy with a broke leg. If I get the win, I'm gonna take the win.
Credit. I cannot give Tony Wrestler credit. It's just like Damon said. We had a chance to upgrade this team.
Credit, bro.
We did not. Yes, you did, bro. Yes, you did.
I got a circles in love. I'm going around in circles love. That is the truth. Because I've seen an Eastern Conference Finals twice in my lifetime.
The shadow finally got on the dog's
I didn't even know none who was the owners was. I wasn't even paying attention to that part. All I was paying attention was we get into the Eastern Conference Final. I'm enjoying myself. Seeing them guys playing the Eastern
And when you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, what do? You go cheap. When you make it, you don't want to pay Al Horford. You don't want to add to this team to make it better. You got worse. That was the first sign.
Everybody else got better.
Again, we make it to the Eastern Conference. We don't step up and make upgrades to the team. We just stayed pat.
Name the teams who
Again,
win
with the
championship. Who won championships?
When
Who
your
won
owner keeps
championships
making
last
this
year?
lie, you believe in it. You
Who
believe in
won
the lie that
championships
this
2
owner
years
keeps
ago?
telling you. The
Hey,
owner
hey,
said he will spend the money when necessary. It was necessary when we come out the Eastern Conference and we didn't do nothing 2 times. He made it to the conference finals.
So you have made
cheap.
the point.
So why should he do anything
So
else?
you making a
That's
point
sign
now
of a
that
cheap
we're
owner.
never going
He's
to
the
see a
fourth richest.
championship.
He's the 4th richest
We
owner
are
in the
never
league.
going to
He will
see a
not
championship,
improve the
guys.
team.
Hey, y'all.
Never.
Hey,
Just put
chat.
it in your heart and your mind.
Matt
You're
is in
never
the
going to see a
building.
championship.
Matt is in the building. What did it say? Give these niggas more time.
What's up, Matt? Go ahead, man.
What's the discourse?
No,
This
change it.
is
Please change it.
that Kool-Aid is
Change it.
giving his
We are
owner
not
a
going.
whole
We're not
bunch of
going to win a
excuses.
championship. We're never going to win a championship. That's the discourse right there because
That's
The
not what we're
discourse
talking
was
about.
giving Tony Wrestler
because
credit for
Tony
2
Wrestler is the
conference finals.
owner, and we're never going to win a championship.
Okay.
Point blank.
Change the
That's the
topic,
point
man.
they just made. They don't want to
Please,
give the
no,
credit
Matt.
of the
Change the
Eastern
topic.
Conference championship to nobody. It's all a situation and luck. So therefore, guess what? We're never going to win a championship.
Hey, man, let me
That's
ask
not
you a
what we
question,
said.
man.
What we said was we're not giving it to wrestler because wrestler didn't
Well,
do
Tony,
shit.
I just asked y'all how long Tony Wrestler is going to be owner. You said he ain't
Matt, two
going nowhere. So as long as Tony Wrestler is the owner, we're not going to win no championship.
I ain't giving
Hey, Matt,
Tony Wrestler
quick
credit
question.
for any of that shit that we
Well,
brought up.
okay, that's one
If we
part.
go
Now,
into this
that's
offseason,
one thing that's
and I know
not
you
going to
want a
go
package.
nowhere till they decide to
Well,
sell.
let Kool-Aid talk. When we go into the regular season, I know you want to use our draft pick, whatever it is, plus DJ to try to acquire a star player.
Elevate the roster.
Would you include? Say we have, I don't know, what are we at right now with the pick? What will be
10.
slotted at if we lose the
10.
first? If we lose,
10.
we'll be
It's
10th.
the same. It's
So,
the same.
all right. So if we go 10th, all right.
Yeah.
The 10th pick, DJ and Okongwu.
Ooh.
He ain't doing it.
Do you think that David Griffin would come off a BI?
Ooh. Yeah, because he probably could replace him with his long-term replacement right there.
Not in
First of all, would you do that?
I told y'all.
Okay,
Y'all hear
so
that?
for me,
You asking the wrong person.
For me, that I would actually I would consider that package, but not for Brandon Ingram.
Really? Okay, I knew it.
Go ahead and say Zach LaVine. No, I wouldn't trade it for Zach LaVine. If you're talking about Cat,
Nah, that's too much for Zach.
If you're talking about Cat, yeah, I would do that for Cat. But
For Cat,
I would do that for Cat, and I would draft.
All right, that's a nice
fair.
offset. Either Cat or Brandon Ingram, either one.
But Brandon, I
are
can't give
stretch
that up
fours
for Brandon.
that
I
need
can't give that up for Brandon Ingram. He's too injury prone.
Facts.
I mean,
I can't give that up for him.
Isn't Cat,
And
man?
I still say his game overlapped with JJ's.
No, don't say that low. What you said, Larry?
I say, isn't Cat also injury prone?
I don't know. I'm finna check though.
I don't know about
Please
that.
check. Please check. Please check.
Who's a better? So let's just start off. Who's a better player?
Cat.
Okay.
Cat.
All right. Let me look at Cat's last 5.
I agree. Cat's better. Only thing I question about Cat is
being a hoe.
When he that.
Then you get off of that, Pharaoh. Give your light skinned brother some love.
Okay, and he had 2 seasons out of his 9 that he was injury riddled, but that's it. 2 out of 9.
That's it.
Okay, so he's not injury
Well,
prone.
he's played more than 65 games in his career.
Huh?
Can we trade double over Kenny Lofton Jr.?
No.
I ain't even doing that.
He is better than double O.
Who?
Oh Lord.
Kenny Lofton Jr. is better than double O. What? That's what I'm saying. See, you don't see talent. Y'all just like Landry.
Man, tell him to throw in Frank Kaminsky. I might consider it.
You don't even see Landry. Because double O, double O got Utah on the 3 straight wins. He put up 20 points.
Double O.
They right now they compete.
No, he talking about
they compete. They tied 113 to 113 with Golden State right now.
Yeah, he had 27-9 the other night. Hey, gang, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. I gotta go ahead in the stream, but we still gonna be talking shit backstage. Here go the link. Boom.
Season over.
Hold on, Larry. Let me see where that Kings pick is.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Is it even convenient?
Hey, shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. Hey, probably tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm gonna do a end of the season show. We could talk about.
You know it's coming to an end.
This gone.
End
I
of
don't
the
agree with that,
regular
Matt.
season show.
Okay.
I don't agree with
End
that,
of the
Matt.
regular season. Matt, I'm gonna tell you, boy, I'm gonna tell you, Matt.
Hey.
Next year, I'm gonna tell you that. This is all I'm gonna say. 3 years, we've regressed in wins. You went 43 to 41
to 36.
to 36. That's all I'm gonna say.
We
That's
in
all I'm gonna
agreement.
say. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. We gonna be backstage. Y'all know what to do if you wanna hang out. We up out of here, man. Peace.
Hopefully, both know.